A ver si estamos o no estamos.
Page two.
You keep going.
Aiden.
You got Aiden,
You got
Sean.
Myth.
Oh my word.
Look at the amount of talent here. Heat 1 is going to be a scary
Y
heat.
suena juego, es mi himno.
Already again, know of and love, but there are a ton
A ver
of
si todo piola.
And then, number
Y suena juego, es mi himno.
yeah. So he's going to be looking to prove, as Sundown said in the qualifier recap, can the old guard kind of stick with this new generation of player? So much talent. We didn't even really cover all the Liquid boys that are in here too.
Joya.
Console boys. I got to talk about console boys because for those of you guys who don't know, I'm a console Fortnite.
Streamer extranjero hablando en inglés. ¿Cómo?
Wiggs, I gotta give a special shout out to Wiggs, who is the only player in this heat that is playing on an Xbox. And if I am correct, I saw online that he's playing not on an Xbox One X or an Xbox One S.
Sí, boludo, pues si pone así el título, boludo.
Base model. I could be wrong, but I remember reading that online. So
El título se pone así, hijo de remil puta. Ah, pero se pone así, boludo. Mirá, a ver. Vamos a abrir. Wow, chap. ¿Qué más lo podéis estar viendo? ¿De qué puso chap? Ah, cagala, Jordi. No, ese no era chap, ese era Pouch. Bueno, bien en party. Un grad. Bueno, chúpame la pija, ¿sí? Vivid. Me parece, chúpame la pija. Qué lindo que va a estar hoy, la puta madre.
You want to move on to that next round because you want to play for the cash. $500,000 up for grabs. So first place takes home 75 grand, and then you see second 60K, third 45K, and it goes onward and onward. Just getting into the top
Clave sonando el teléfono.
gets you paid. And that's the goal for today. That's what these heats are all leading toward.
Ah, le quiero que arranque, guacho.
The best Fortnite players in North America that are going to be battling it out for that money, battling it out for that placement and for your entertainment. But there's been a lot of changes, a lot of things that we got to reference here.
That's right.
Okay, because not only did Season 7 bring with us some new points of interest, new locations,
New vehicles,
new vehicles,
new items, baby.
just today.
Che, no está el otro, el que está siempre acá, boludo. Este es un capo, entiende una bocha. Este se mantuvo. Este. Pero este lo cambiaron, siempre está el otro que es un capo.
That looks familiar.
Yeah.
But I didn't quite know what it was. I thought it was going to be a sick pickaxe.
One of the first things I talk about was like, wait, is that a sword? Like, are we going to talk about this, guys? Like,
Yeah,
but
so
there you go.
¿Cómo la cagaron con la espada,
in today's content.
No, Fisu.
yes, and we were watching some of the warm-up games.
Yeah.
We're going to see the Infinity Blade in action. I'd be shocked if that was not the case. Okay, well, let's take a look. We want to let you guys know, as a matter of fact.
Ah, no me fijé que les estaban clasificados, boludo. Porque estaba aprendiendo directo.
Just use that hashtag winner Royale. Tell us what you think about
Fisu, decime quiénes están clasificados. Si leíste. O alguien que esté viendo el directo. Que mira quiénes buenos están clasificados. O sea, son todos buenos en NA, pero alguno conozca. ¿Qué pasa, gordo? Uy, ripié fuerte, boludo. Bueno, dejo abierto 10 minutos el directo viéndolo así. Que se muera el directo, me chupará.
This is it. Like everything, all this moment, all this anticipation, all this hype. The content is here.
Y suena juego.
Gamers ready to bring it.
Yeah, there's so many changes that have come to play here.
Look at Greasy.
Sí, che, Fisu.
Gone. Ice zone.
Every time I land
Bueno, gente, está en el directo ahora. Como en 10 minutos me voy a ir. Yo qué sé, 10, 15 minutitos.
Absolutely loving
Le dejo el directo acá. Si lo quieren seguir viendo, lo ven. Yo después vuelvo. Van a ver los 10 minutos sin nada. Chúpenme la... No. Jalop. La jalop, amigo. Sí, Mitro te la creo. Mitro y Edan te la creo. Porque Mitro clasificó en los dos. Ninja, qué carajo. Sí, boludo, le tengo que ayudar una cosita a mi abuela, boludo. Hay que ser buen nieto. Y mi hermano no entiende una verga. Entonces la tengo que ayudar yo. Porque no corto el directo, lo dejo así, abierto. Ya fue, es como verlo en coso, pero me lo ven a mí, hijos de puta. Arre. Bueno, a ver. Vamos a ponernos Bien. ¿Cómo vengo de bata? Perfecto. Vamos a subirle un poquito esto. Vamos a subir un cachito esto. Ahí estamos. Concha de tu madre. Dale, gordo. Mira. Cloud9 Frex. Ese lo conozco. Lo he visto en varios torneos. Igual alguien saque screen. Está aquí frame en mi directo. Mirá en Lucky, boludo. Este la rehizo el que está en Lucky. Todos en Fatal. Relativamente poca gente en Fatal. ¿Cómo se nota que ahora todo el mundo va a la nieve? No sé si es tan conveniente ir a la nieve, Jacob aquí lo conozco. Jacob aquí. En Salty sí, Fiso había 2 o 3, boludo. La hizo muy bien este flaco. Farmea muy rápido. Mirá que bien que farmea. Muy buena. Qué bien que la hizo. En early. En early ya está súper farmeado de mats. Qué buena. Sí, eso te fue lo que estaba diciendo, que me olvidé. Que ahora yo me voy, o sea, dejo aprendido el directo, pero me voy 10 minutos. Tengo que hacer una cosita, ayudando a mi rica abuela. Así que me voy 10 minutitos y vuelvo. Si vuelvo y hay un espectador, me chupa un huevo. A ver. CLG Draft D. Sí, acá conozco a varios. Este D juega terrible. También clasificó en Europa. Sí, te acuerdas, Fiso. Este D y Fiso estaban en Europa. Igual que Mitro va a ser acá en NA. No sé cómo va a jugar en NA. Va a jugar a 200 de ping. Che, podés agarrar el boti, pelotudo. ¿No lo vio el boti? Es tonto. Amigo, sos tonto. Tenés el boti ahí. Guacho. Lo que robo. Hola, Toti, amigo. No, pobre de ti, boludo. Viene a matar. Hostean, qué raro que esté acá. No, tiene unos huevos. Aidan, tiene unos huevos el chabón. Aidan tiene muchos huevos, boludo. ¡Ay! Sí, Aidan, bebé. Sí, Aidan. Rica. Oh, le erraste la edición. Oh, se lo chorearon. Lo chorearon fuerte. Hola. Ok, sí, estoy desde PC, amigo. Arlet, Jacqueline, Ordenes, Bruna. Hola, amigo. Hola, Neu. No, murió, creo. Poneme a Ninja, juez. Ey, Ninja debe ser el de Lucky. Ninja tiene que caer lo más safe y solo posible, boludo. No, quiero ver esa sensibilidad para encerrarse y construirse al final cuando quedan 50. Ah, boludo, qué gracioso que va a hacer eso. Muchas gracias por los 14 espectadores, gente. Che, qué paja, me voy a tranquilo 10 minutos y le voy a dejar el directo acá colgado con 15 espectadores, pero bueno. Uy, ya, senta 3. Andate con el Rift. Ya, no tenés chance. Igual lo va a sentar. Ahí la gente tiene mucho aim, boludo. Si no lo sienta, amigo, tenés un AK. Un tiro le tenés que pegar. Alto asco de la espada, sí, es un asco, dicho amigo. Uy, Aidan. No, Aidan lo van a pokear por la espalda. Aidan, lo tenés justo en tu espalda, Aidan. No, por favor, Aidan, no. Ay. No, ey. 2 kills ya le chorearon a Aidan. Qué paja. 2 kills le chorearon a Aidan. 10 mini y un sorbete. Nah. Está muy bien, Aidan. 200 de vida. El grappler para mí es opción. Dejo el sorbete y me llevo el grappler. Pero bueno.
here, dude. Look at that. He puts all this pressure in on the player, and the Stormwings just comes in right.
Y suena Cuevo, alto huevo. Tiene unos huevos. El chabón dispara como... Tipo dispara, re tonto. Pushea con muchos huevos, boludo. Con muchos huevos pushea. ¿Cuándo tu cara? Yo ya podría poner mi cara, boludo, pero no la voy a poner porque ustedes... Porque ustedes no me devuelven lo que yo hago por ustedes. Arre. Ah, pero tenemos que hacer una meta para la cara. Igual no tengo problema, me la pueden ver en cualquier momento la cara. Le pídanle mi WhatsApp a Fisu, se los pasa. Y ahí me ven.
But basically what I was getting at though, Monster, was that you're at a new generation of Fortnite where there are options. It's not
Divinity Fortnite. Flow. Igual me están defraudando. Creo que me voy ahora. Espero volver antes de y ver el final de esta partida, boludo. Nap on Twitch. ¡Sí! ¿Qué onda? No. No tenía ganas. Todos se van, tienen los aviones, eso es re de gordito, boludo. Sí, Aidan. Toque ese, Aidan. Full HP. Nah, mira cómo pushea. Entiende mucho, boludo. Abyssal mató. Qué paja esa ya a tirar botiquín, Aidan. Qué huevo que tiene, boludo. Hola, Kevin, amigo. Trevior. Me gustan las skins de futbolista, guacho. Mirá cuánto está volando un avión allá arriba. 3, 4. Es una garzada eso. Dale, pon la cara a los que no vieron el directo que se caen, ay, qué madre. En Twitter. Ah, mal, en Twitter también la tengo. Tranquilo, bueno. Juntás mucho más views con cámara. Sí, lo sé, ok. Esto lo sé, pero quiero llegar a una meta redonda. Yo qué sé, 500 suscriptores. Si llegamos a los 500 suscriptores, es fácil llegar, estamos subiendo bien. Si llegamos a los 500 suscriptores, por ahí, o 400, hola cara. Hola JPro Gamer, sensibilidad de Aidan. Aidan tiene 75, 65 creo. Y ya, no sé, bro. Yo no sabía que se había clasificado Ninja, boludo. Ya murió, lo mató Tifu. Para dejarlo, ¿sí, amigo? Nah, si Tifu no la juega, boludo. Si Tifu no juega los qualifiers. Mirá, Aidan sigue matando, guacho. Desquiciado mal. So no one's really going to go for that one. No real reason to. I wanted to see it late game. I know, guys, you hate us, but we just want to see the world burn. Aidan, no. Aidan, por favor, gírate. Gírate, Aidan. Myth. ¿Qué? ¿Qué? Myth. Ah, mal, Tifu ya tendría que estar clasificado, boludo. No es que no, ya sabe. Que es... Qué bueno. Bueno, gente, antes que sea tarde, ¿cuántos quedan? 56. Denme 5, 10 minutos. No se vayan, por favor. Estamos manteniendo una media de viewers alta. Por favor, no se vayan. Lo miran acá, les subo el volumen.
All of those storm wings in the
Ahí está.
sky.
Oh my
Por favor,
gosh.
no se vayan. La repetía. Ahí vengo.
We're gonna get a dogfight.
We're
It's
gonna
gonna be
see it. Someone's gonna go against someone else. It's just about. It's a matter of when, right? When are you gonna take advantage of your position with the Stormwing? Park as well, just outside of Goshan's presence. Goal
Also,
school.
our observers, look at these. Look at the angles that they're getting here. I feel like I'm watching
It's so
Saving
beautiful.
Private Ryan.
Oh
There are
no,
planes in
Goal
both.
School coming in on a fight here.
Oh.
That's 30 with the hit.
He's not really taking a lot of damage on that. He's taking some damage, but not. Oh, never mind. So Navis is still alive. He
Right.
took out the other player. I am just. There was so much that just transpired in that one moment.
He landed some shots, and then I think the
Just
damage from the explosion of the
dive-bombed a
Stormwing.
plane on him.
Right, that damage just kind of backfired. So, yeah, you might have a strat in pubs to just kind of squash players, but I don't think you're going to squash a pro that easy.
Man, this is just insane what we've seen so far. Match 1 here for the Winner Royale semifinals. Top 100 will move on to the finals that take place tomorrow.
Yeah, and just taking a little look at the map here, Pleasant Park is a hot zone. There's even what looks like a crate down to the north, but with so many Stormwings just flying around the map, it's so hard to read the world map. But look at the amount of players we have here. Pleasant Park is the place to avoid at the moment.
Yeah, you just simply do not want to be here. A lot of players are lingering on the outside too of Pleasant. There's the map. Everyone's kind of waiting it out, waiting for that next storm to start to come in, and then from there they're going to start to converge. But
that's right, and it's just been revealed, so you can see shots are being fired. Those lines that you see kind of flying out of each crosshair here, those are battles being engaged on, and the fast-moving arrows are basically players in the X4 Stormwing just taking domination in the sky.
it is a very different feeling too, because you're seeing these arrows move so fast. You're like, wait a minute, there's no redeploy. What's going on here? This doesn't make any sense. No, it's the Stormwing. Everyone's flying.
Yeah, something important to note here. It's been 2 minutes since the last player's actually been eliminated. So even with the addition of the Stormwing, the amount of damage and pressure you can put in any given moment, it's still, players they're playing for that end game. They want to make it to the end.
Aiden is with 5 eliminations. Nav with 5 eliminations. Myth with 2, but Myth is actually taking some damage, and Myth actually just got eliminated by Vix.
Yep, and that's it. You see down there the new crosshair on the elimination feed. So clean. So unfortunately, Myth is going to get taken out here, just shy of 1 elimination for a point. Hopefully next round will be better for him.
Got to ring the bell. Come on. All right, here's Myth's moment. Not in the sun. And the player just popped up right behind him there. And
simple mistake. Didn't own the wall there. Made the quick edit and just catches him by surprise.
So that is a tough pill to swallow without a doubt. But now over to Zayt.
Look at this loadout on Zayt right here. This is a really nice loadout. He's got so much shield for days. He's at legit max resource cap here. So again, the resource count works a little differently this time around. It's 300 metal cap, 500 stone cap, and 700 wood cap. So a little bit different as far as the format goes, but overall, still a 1,500 resource pool.
It's going to make metal that much more valuable toward the end. You know, if a player's running with metal after building with wood and brick.
Look at all the extra resources he just has laying around from farming.
Yeah.
It's just extra. It's just getting dropped because he can't hold it all.
And he also just wants to own the walls as much as he possibly can, too.
Yeah.
So if he needs to edit out to fight a player, he can.
And Pleasant Park is just becoming more and more contested as players navigate towards the center here. E11 Blue Tea still alive. Eclipse alive. Chenza, it's a new name out here. And here's Aiden. Kind of found himself a little home in the center. It's not every day you see, Kansu / controller players making it to endgame, but I think Aiden's here to make a testament today.
This is a very interesting position that Aiden is going to find himself in. The low ground, and he's going to start getting targeted here.
That's what happens when you start putting pressure on players. They start to bite back. Aiden looking to get himself a battle.
And he's getting hit from not only the front, but also the right. You have Takada that's going to be hanging out as well.
Just behind the shack there.
Exactly.
It's really good spots.
He's in a really tough position. El Spectro. El Diablo.
I'm interested to see how the Stormwings interact with one another as the storm continues to get tighter and tighter. There is just less space in the air right now.
Not a lot of real estate to work with in the sky. No eliminations for Aiden, for Nav.
I mean, Mitro coming in at
still
second.
Popping. He's still in this.
All these guys with 2 elims are just 1 elim shy of earning themselves a point. And it looks like Xer is going to get chunked down right there. So he is now, you know, risking his stay in this match at the moment. Snood's probably looking for elim, hopefully. Blue team needs an elim because also elimination players or eliminating players will get you some extra shield up.
So you're in this situation. You're Aiden in this moment. What is your play here? What are you looking to accomplish with where you currently are?
Yeah, quite honestly, like Aiden looks like he's trying to antagonize players around him to like get them to like make a play, right? So that's why he's editing the window. He wants to draw people out to him to expose themselves. But these guys are trying to play so passive because they have zone. They kind of lucked out in a way, you know? So there it is. Aiden looking for those edits. He just wants to, again, just antagonize players to try and come at him, but no one wants to take the bait.
Xer's still alive despite going down so low on HP. He's only going to have 49 to work with, taking some shots as well. Player's going to be right next to him. That was, oh boy, that was a hand cannon that has just been eliminating those walls.
Oh no, he's now on barely anything.
Armin with the elim there stays alive. Back over to Aiden once again, still in the low ground, and as you said, still looking to antagonize some of these players.
Yeah, that's all he's doing here. E11 is Blue Tee barely held up on that ramp there. He's got to kind of fortify that a little bit more. That's interesting. He has a silent...
Silence pistol's the best pistol in the game.
Blue pistol, definitely great for, you know, just kind of pinging these walls and whatnot.
Yeah, and, you know, that's...
And no one can hear you.
No one can hear you. I believe that there's a lot of advantage in the silence pistol. If I have an opportunity, yeah, sure. If I had, like, to get, like, a... You know, one of the other submachine guns, that would be a little bit better. But hey, if you don't find anything and you got a silence pistol, it's better than nothing. You
got to work what you got, especially when ammunition is kind of scarce in the end game, right? So you got some light ammo to work with. Go ahead and burn it. But it looks like there's 45 players live, and I want to blame the Stormwing just a little bit here. I think players are scared to bring it to one another, but not Aiden. He's going in with a grapple play here, looking to get this next zone, and no one wants to bother him. That's a free rotation.
Yeah, he's just going to play this smart. And I like this as well. He goes a little bit out. He tries to just set himself up for success, give him some space. Rather than being cooped up in a 1-by-1, he can extend that just a little bit. You have Boys who's going to be out of this one. Nav is going to get it in. Nav with the chuckle. Oh, my word. That is not fair at all. And that will be Nav's 6th elimination in this game.
He is so close to the big bonus. 1 elimination, he gets that 3rd point, but then every elim after that is worth a full point. That will virtually qualify him at this point.
This is such a great spot for Nav to be in.
Lands a shot on Monsiar. Nav is now having the pressure of the storm on him. He's got to make a move. Mons looks like he lands a shot there.
No, Mitro ended up getting the elimination onto Ipon.
That's a points for him.
Aiden gets an elimination on Takada. That was a player that was going to be hanging out in the back, but here comes Nav on the move now with that grapple hook. He's going to set himself up in a 1-by-1. Soon drops Chenzo.
So clean. Grappler, perfect for these endgame rotations if you don't have a Stormwing. They're basically rebuilding the map at this point. Snood looking for a victory royale. He's going for that high ground. Materials are so good on
Snood needs to be careful because there's a player that's right next to him as well, and actually he got knocked down, but we'll go over to Aiden real fast to just see what this play was. He ended up getting another elimination.
That's it, taking advantage of the chaos there. Aiden on another one, pushing overhead here. This is going to activate the big bonus if he can push his way through the build using that same play we saw before.
Trap. Oh, he
lovely.
He dropped the trap down and was
dodge.
able to get out of it before the trap activated, and Aiden is now with that 7 elimination territory. That is wonderful for Aiden here.
And he destroyed Snood in the process. He is just taking down these ghost players 1-by-1. Yeah, unfortunately too, right? But
those are his boys.
So good, so well.
All is fair in love and war.
That's right, and now he's going to go ahead and replenish his entire resource pool. He is to cap here, and it's now Aiden who's looking for the victory royale in the high ground. But he has to take care of these Stormwings.
This is going to be very, very tough for Aiden to overcome. Blue D's going to be right below him.
Honestly, I hope Aiden just changes his attention and just starts pinging out these planes. Please just do it. Get them out the sky. Stop giving them free rotations. These guys got to go.
Yeah, you got to take out these players here, and he's defending himself well if he needs to. But there's some shots behind him. Aiden's going to be in a world of hurt. Has to be very careful. He's going to get out of dodge with that one and run away using that grapple hook.
There
Smart
are
play.
31 players alive, which means we might see our first taste of the Storm Surge activate soon. And to explain that really quickly to you guys, Storm Surge, when there are a certain number of players alive after a certain time, according to the Storm, players will start to take damage if you did not deal a certain amount of damage. So you want to be dealing damage to players. Aiden, obviously no problem here. He's probably leading the pack. All he needs is one Elim there, and that's a full point to him. He's on big bonus.
Big territory for Aiden to be in now. With that elimination, puts him up to 8 points. He gets a point for every elimination that he secures. If he was able to get the victory royale as well, that would be absurd. But there's so many players still alive, and we hadn't even talked about Zextro, who's flying high above everyone else, chomping at the bit, looking for that opportunity to jump on some of these players here. He has 2 eliminations, 72 hours as well, 3 eliminations.
Unfortunately, 72 might be his first victim because he's going to see him trying to heal here. All he needs is one Elim to get this point here. Can Zextro earn himself some score?
72 hours.
Still floating around. You can hear that glider coming in. Beanie's going to land on someone here. And Wig's still alive, the console player that we talked about.
Wiggs is still in this?
Still in this, representing for the Xbox community.
Controller gang all day, console gang all day.
And there it is, Wiggs. Man, 10 shots in the grappler. That's going to be great for these rotations. I think he's looking to get this top 10 right now.
If he can get top 10, speak volumes. Players going to be right in front of him.
It's another Elim right there.
Big elimination from Wiggs. That is going to put him in the top 10, or almost to the top 10. Let's not get
He's so close. He's so close.
And one step closer to that moment.
Well, he recognizes the player needs to heal here. This is another elimination just sitting in front of him. He needs one for a point, so it's going to be super important for him to look for an opportunity here.
Wait for that moment.
There it is. He makes top 10.
Pressure is on for Wiggs here, the only console player in this competition. He's going to get that high ground. Beautiful build. But
he lands a headshot there, just completely damaging that opponent. He's got complete air control at the moment, but only 70 stone.
Doesn't have a lot of resources to work with, but he does have that legend.
And he gets another Elim there. That's going to be a point for him.
Oh, my word. This is happening.
When he elims someone, he's getting paid out a resource. I completely forgot. He's now replenished.
Voil's actually going to be stuck inside of the storm.
Into a trap, barely misses it.
Symphony eliminated himself. Voil's going to get the elimination on the Licerin.
Voyo just needs one Elim right now. He'll get himself a 7-point. He's not going to get it.
Oh, no!
Som lands a clean shot. Now it's Wiggs versus Som. There's someone else here.
And that...
Mateos versus Wiggs. It is all coming down here.
Som's no HP. Last one. Gets the victory royale. Wow.
Absolutely chaotic ending.
What an ending that was.
How can you keep up with the amount of action that was going on there? Jeez.
That was insane.
Well played. Well played.
That was insane.
And that was game 1, heat 1. We said the heats were stacked. We got a little taste of every player we knew were going to come out and perform. Talk about a crazy game.
What in the world did we saw Stormwing domination in the sky, Nice picking up the Infinity Blade, doing some work, getting 1 or 2 eliminations with that. A console player, Wiggs, on console.
Like, just suddenly turns up at the end out of nowhere, had a grappler coming in, picking up Elims, and landing his shots, clean shots. That was crazy.
That was insane. That was insane. All right. Well, let's take a look at the final moments of that game. Kind of recollect ourselves here, people, because there was a lot of craziness. And look at all this.
I need a breather after that one.
You kind of got to go and
just take a look.
And fast forward.
Right.
This is how it played out. There's no... Actually, if Fortnite played like this, I would never win.
Yeah, you know, when you're in these endgame situations, it gets super chaotic. Holding a high ground, Wiggs just did so well for so long, but unfortunately probably hit his limit reach there. And that was Zextro he beams down, nearly eliminating him. Zextro kind of turns things around, finds a player right underneath him. Mateos with a clutch medkit in the storm. We couldn't even tell that story. It was just so hard to keep up with at some point.
And here are the final moments as Som gets the Elim Montevoli. Looking for that next player. And that was going to be Mateos.
Absolutely filthy play. Edits the floorboard to have Mateos just kind of come down towards him and then lands a clean 133 shot from the pump. To then catch him as he's trying to run off and disengage.
Yeah, and what's insane is that I felt like there were so many players that we could have talked about in that game and we didn't even get a chance to look at because there were so many epic moments. And let's take a look at the highlights because there were some good plays there. Nice, uncontested.
To kick things off and claim the Infinity Blade was pretty awesome to see for a game one, I'm not gonna lie.
That was pretty sick. Then Aiden, we thought that this game was going to go very poorly for Aiden. He had 2 eliminations that were stolen from him.
Right, and he turns that around, turns it into like an E+ Elim game.
Imagine though if
easily.
he was able to get those Elims though.
It would have been a 10 at least.
Yeah.
We know that.
That would have been nuts. Aiden though kept the good times rolling for him. Is Elim after Elim after Elim.
And here's the strat we talk about when you make that kind of double wall pyramid play to force yourself down. That player didn't anticipate it, but missed his shot. And look, Aiden just using the strat over and over. Again, another player that anticipates it, but it doesn't matter. He plays his wall tight.
That was such a great moment there. Snood thought that he would have had defended himself well, but Aiden able to just jump out of that, jump out of harm's way, keep himself alive. Here's Voyle. He had 3 limbs for himself, was able to get one onto Kevy, and that leads us into our top 6 situation here, where Voyle was so weak, but still managed to pick up another elimination, and then Psalm bodies Volley as he came up the ramp and was in a prime position for that victory royale as Mateos goes down right at the end. But here are the standings and where we are, because Psalm gets 4 points, Aiden gets 4, Voyle gets 3, Wiggs gets 3, and it goes on.
Yeah, and
so on and so forth.
Aiden making it purely based off of Aiden big bonus, basically. So, you know, it's safe to say he's, you know, made the top 50 at the moment. Symphony squeaks in a point there as well. Mitro, we saw get himself a point early on. Lakewood 72 hours as well. These are players that earn themselves just barely outside that elimination threshold, and they catch it.
And then the rest of the players here, unfortunately for them, not able to secure a point. It's so critical.
Yeah, we saw right now Ronaldo kind of was a player that eliminated Myth, so he unfortunately couldn't seek out his second point that he needed as well. It's all about getting those eliminations. You cannot make a mistake.
That was crazy. That was such a crazy game. Like the ending moments there, like what as a commentator you live to see, because it's just the hype, the excitement, the joy of the hunt for a lot of these competitors. And then it came down to the wire, came down to critical moments. It truly was anyone's game toward the end there. There was a point in time where, in my mind, realistically, a player on Xbox was going to win.
Exactly.
And I was so excited. But even then, I'm still excited for Wiggs, showing up huge for that community and showing that he can compete with these top dogs on PC. But then also, you just have the standout performances from guys like Aiden that netted themselves huge bonuses.
I mean,
by getting
at
that
one point,
7
we see
elim.
Zexro just kind of coming in from the air with a glider, and you think, oh, this is Zexro's game to win. He wins these. But now Wiggs kind of just landed so many shots. It just turned the entire pressure around.
Yeah, so believe we also had an opportunity to catch up with a couple of the players that are competing in the Winter Royale, and you kind of want to learn more about them. You have so many players, and you just want to know their stories. What are they playing for? And we actually had a moment to catch up with Spectral. Let's take a look.
My name is Marco Garcia, and I go by Spectro, and I live in Norwalk, California. When deciding to move to Norwalk, we moved because my old city was kind of rough to live in. It wasn't peaceful, it wasn't quiet, and this was just perfect. I am going to Cal State LA, and I am working towards getting a pre-computer science major. I want to work in the video game industry and hopefully design games. I currently am playing video games to play competitively. I'm very good at it, and I enjoy it a lot. My parents do support me with this, and they try to help me as much as they can. I was in class when I found out that I qualified for the Winter Royale. I told my classmates around me that I was in the group with, and then we all celebrated, we all were hyped, and it was just awesome. I noticed that I have a really hard first heat with many great pros because there are so many in my heat, it's honestly amazing. Ninja, Aiden, Myth, a bunch of top-notch players, and it's very fun to have to play them. With Season 7, I have to rethink my strategy, and right now I'm trying to look for other locations to land that will give me enough mats and loot to win. Something that I learned playing scrims is that I really can show up at the end where it's endgame and everybody's closed in on each other. I could easily get some picks and get some points. If I won the grand final, it would mean that I would be able to compete with all these top-notch players, and the money would also help me work towards my goal to save enough for a house and also play Fortnite competitively. And I'm feeling very confident in how I will do with how much practice and time I've put in. It was cool to watch all the previous tournaments, but now I'm here and I plan on staying.
California boy, and this is really cool because it is his first time really embarking in this world of being a competitive
player.
For a lot of these players too, this is the story, right? That Fortnite has made so many opportunities for so many young competitive players that are looking to make a name for themselves, and it really has been a joy to see. As a person who's been working in this field for almost a decade now, I cannot believe that all the new faces that we're seeing here. And you know, I mean, we also just want to hear from you, right? Go on Twitter, use that hashtag #WinnerRoyale, and you know, why don't you at me and Monster D-Face, at GoldenBoyFCW, at Monster D-Face. Did you think Nice was going to be the first one to pick up the Infinity Blade? That's what we asked you before. And we want to know, did you think it was going to be him? And did you think it was going to be uncontested?
Right. I you know, honestly, I thought the player that landed just above him at Polar was going to get him, but nope.
No, did not happen.
He ended up actually falling victim to the actual sword, to the Infinity Blade, so that's that.
Yeah, and you never want to pull a Dr. Lupo.
There it is.
You never want to go full Lupo, right?
Nope.
That is the danger. Okay.
By the way, that was a great clip, Lupo.
Oh,
Love
man. I was hilarious. Just hearing him speak with such conviction, this is going to be the new meta. This is it. You're just going to build
you can dive off this build. You take no fall damage, and then splat, dude.
Oh, man. Love that, dude. All right. Well, now it's time to get into match number 2. Oh, we saw some incredible action in match 1.
Yeah. You know, for this game, the only thing I'm hoping to see right now is these players cannot allow the Stormwings to be so dominant in the air. You have to put pressure on them so that they fall back, because, you know, ultimately just turtling up infinitely is not gonna work.
That's why Nav was able to get so many elims.
He was working against those players in the air, forcing them to come down, and then just taking them down, because again, we talk about it. If you're in the air, what you're not doing, you're not farming, you're not getting your you know, your pool of loadout right. You have a lot of disadvantage from holding down a Stormwing. There's pros and cons. You got to take advantage.
Yeah, looking for players to really take advantage, execute on that one in match 2. But here we go.
So do you think it's like part of Nice's plan now to just kind of play off this, or yes, it is.
Again.
He is claiming the Infinity Blade, and notice no one has landed at Polar Peak this time. I think that last player kind of learned his lesson.
So is this just?
Guacho, ¿por qué no murió el directo? Guacho, no murió el directo. 3 espectadores.
So good. You're at max shield. You're double HP full. You can farm freely. It's crazy.
Says Lucky versus
Volví, gente.
This might be the first elimination of the day. Lucky coming right overhead. Perfect close range weapon, but he doesn't have a shotgun.
Nice.
Oof. Lands every shot. Doesn't need one.
Another player right above with the minigun. Oh, that is unfortunate. And Diggy gets the elim there.
No, it's actually 7 EOTV.
Diggy got an elim on the kill feed, but
just before that, minigun versus burst. That dude was one shot, by the way.
That is just.
Oh gosh, minigun, great.
Unfortunate. Hey, when it happens, it happens. You can't really be all frustrated about that.
Dale, díganme qué pasó.
Aiden with a great hand cannon shot.
Seguí Fiso acá.
And what happened there? No, Colossal Impact takes that right from him.
He didn't get it.
Bueno, gracias por los espectadores, volvimos. ¿Cómo terminó la otra partida? Díganme. Díganme quién ganó la otra partida. ¿Qué está haciendo Aiden? ¿Sacrificó 90 de escudo por tomar high ground con 20 de material? No, ¿cómo la cagó Aiden? ¿Cómo la cagó? Sí, lo mató al flaco, pero perdió 110 de vida y se quedó sin match. No sé. Jordi, pone cámara. Si llegamos a 300 suscriptores ahora, pongo cámara. Ya, llegamos ya a 300 suscriptores. ¿Cuántos suscriptores tengo?
looking to clean start.
How ridiculous is it that 70 was able to get a grenade launcher and a minigun?
284 sub tengo. Llegamos a 300, pongo la cámara.
And manages to pick up 2 elims off of that.
A stroke of luck or skill, man. One or the other. And it looks like we have a Twitch dummy here, just kind of chilling. His player on him.
Fue la mierda Fisu, boludo. Llámamelo a Fisu.
For low materials, you gotta push players and make big moves here. You don't want to stick around doing nothing.
Just want to get the storm wings and get out of there. So these could be the remnants of players.
Ay, me está cargando la cosa y se ve media pixel. Qué paja.
The very least, though, with that higher harvest rate, you can get a decent amount of metal that can protect you, but you're only going to be able to get 300 out of that.
¿Por qué no rompe nada?
Be a strategy, just kind of get it all down in one shot and just work his way down this little, this watchtower here. And
clasificaron todo lo de Ghost, boludo.
Kind of previous match as well. This is where he likes to play his new route. And looks like he's got a little bit of competition here. So Gold School is in a better situation though than Doomy sitting in the watchtower because he can actually farm freely and get a good load at the same time.
Yeah, it's a good loadout, right?
It's a god loadout.
having
so
a legendary
good.
pump, a blue AR,
yeah.
Like that's pretty nice. That's what you'd want here. Clarity now. He's gonna have to get out of this one. I think he's being hunted down.
3-way. It's like a lot of players there, so he's probably bit off more than he can chew, or maybe he was looking to just kind of come in and get an easy elim. Doesn't find one, so he's going to back out of there.
Trying to see if he could probably third-party something.
Clarity, G.
That's kind of what you want to do.
No me gusta que se quede cargando. Vamos a recargar. Perdonen,
Get an opportunity to squeeze out from the basement he was hiding in.
Maybe he could take advantage of this.
Zexro does not care. He just completely wraps that player up real quick, showing him how it's done. I think that player's name was Pi there, so and it's now Zexro versus
Zexro, boludo. Todo lo que clasificaban en Europa la clasificaron en Norteamérica, boludo. What the fuck.
Zexro is probably very happy to get that quick elim, and now he's gonna get out of here.
Yeah, he got the value, right? Gets the elim.
I mean, he's got zone too, so he's got a lot of options really when it comes down to where he wants to be right now.
And T-Rose versus Legidian.
T-Rose has what looks like is an RPG with 1 shot left. It's
great. No.
Well, he could use a Porta Fortress, yeah, so you can use it.
Does.
Yeah, that's good. So
¿Cómo la cagó? ¿Cómo la cagó? ¿Cómo la cagó?
Unfortunately, the Porta Fortress is a little too perfectly square placed that the build is just supported now. So Ledge is on top of a super fortress here. He's got a lot of grounds.
Kind of made him a Porta super.
GTN.
Yeah, and they're at the edge of the map. So, I mean, Zexro's going to be coming down from the north side, and look, he's already there. Yeah, Zexro's not playing games. He's looking to jump into any battle that he didn't start.
Un youtuber reaccionó a Frame. A ver, pasame el link, Okex, amigo. Pasame el link del video. Ahora lo vemos. Si quieren, mientras esperamos que avance un poco la partida, lo vemos. Qué tenso que son los aviones, loco. Busca Stark y te aparece. Stark. ¡Chao! Díganme, ¿reaccionamos al video de Fisu? ¿De ese chabón? A ver qué video de Fisu. Mientras esperamos que avance un poco esta partida, ¿o quieren que sigamos con esto? Denme ustedes. Adiós. Vamos a verlo.
Hey, ¿qué pasa, máquinas? Bienvenidos.
¿Qué voz de hijo de puta tiene, boludo?
Se ríe. Partidas o partidazas que no tenía yo. Digo, a muerte es en Argentina. Trata de el top 1 de Play 4 en Argentina. Ni más ni menos de X Frame. Pero bueno, chicos, antes de empezar con el
guacho, bien Fisu. Qué lindo, Fisu, guacho. Qué contento me pone por él, la puta madre.
Antes a pasar a reaccionar a una partida suya o los mejores clips suyos, mejor dicho. Soy un máquina porque gracias por ese Este es el vídeo, como veis, X-Frame estaba el primero de TRN de Play 4 Argentina. Y anteriormente, que no se ha visto en el vídeo, quedó en el Top Showdown, es el torneo que hicieron, quedó en el Top 10. Así que estamos hablando, no sé si se puede decir del mejor jugador de Play 4 de Argentina, pero sí que se puede hablar de los mejores. Y
es el mejor, hijo de puta.
En TRN de
igual está cetardo también.
Argentina. Si no sabéis lo que es TRN, es básicamente una...
¿Por qué se ve mal, guacho?
Que recopila todas
las no se puede ver mejor, lo vamos a ver así, muchachos.
Las kills y todo.
No se ve muy mal.
Es top 1 de PS4 Argentina. Así que
hola, Santi.
Este vídeo se llama
Recabeza la de poner la trampa de editar.
En Heretics. Si no lo sabéis, Heretics está buscando jugadores de Latinoamérica y...
Habla de Fisu, perdedor. Deja de hablar de Heretics.
Se está haciendo popular
tonto.
Jugadores de este calibre, como por ejemplo X-Frame o X-Frame, no sé cómo llamarlo, pues que está muy de moda esto, subir tus mejores clips o tus mejores jugadas para ver si te puede fichar, ya sea Heretics.
Sí, después de mí, Santi. Set y Frame son los mejores después de mí.
Vamos a ver, según él, estos son sus mejores clips.
Según él, nada, es un tonto este, habla bien de Frame, tarado.
O sea, no me vengáis aquí. Seco mejor.
Igual Seco es la pija más grande, guacho, no me puedes hablar de Seco.
Consola de Play 4, Seco es de PC, lo digo, lo aviso porque ya me veo más de uno por ahí. Así que bueno, como veis, lleva la dama roja. Si ves un tío con dama roja, ya sospechas o bien que es el típico niño que tiene mucho dinero, o un viciado que se la compró en su momento cuando era muy exclusiva. Lo que estoy viendo, nada más, ya os digo, es el primer vídeo, los primeros clips que veo de X-Frame. De X-Frame no tiene muchos subs, tiene 5000 subs, así que bueno, si os gustan sus partidas y los que estáis viendo...
Bueno, subió
dejaré su canal de
ayer.
Y lo que estoy viendo a primeras, o sea, sé que puede ser de a otras personas que reaccionan...
¿Quién es Seth? Kylo, ahora ponemos un video de Seth. Oh, si Santi se puede, vale, ahora ponemos un video de Seth. Quiero reaccionar a mis amigos, a Seth y a Fisu. Son los dos unos claves, boludo. Son re capos.
Un jugador de consola o de Play 4 se ve bueno cuando... por el hecho de cuando lo ves jugar, dudas si es de PC. Es decir, si tú eres un jugador normal de Play o de consola, se puede ver perfectamente...
Ahí está, JordiRV. Ahí estoy yo. El doble no-scope que pegamos. Miren, ahora se los voy a relatar.
Si no pusiese...
Acá a ver si lo pone... Mirá, miren esto. Miren esto. Les voy a mostrar. Este soy yo y este es Fisu. Miren como yo salto, le pego el tiro e instantáneamente se lo pone igual Fisu. Es increíble, boludo, cómo nos compenetramos ahí. Miren eso, ¿no? Miren. Mi tiro y el de Fisu. Hicimos un doble no-scope, boludo. Es increíble.
De consola, se podría dudar entre si es realmente un jugador de PC o un jugador de consola de Play 4. Así que bueno, veis que domina.
102 minutos subió el video.
Pero lo que más me sorprende.
Hace 22 minutos, sí, es 11 de diciembre. Ah, mal. Guacho, vamos a conectar la compu.
Para jugar a Fortnite y para reventar a la gente. Lo que me gusta mucho de jugadores top, y como él es top 1 Argentina, es que nunca hacen, o muy pocas veces hacen una rampa sola. Es decir, no hacen una rampa tal cual, porque se queda muy virgen, se queda muy al descubierto.
Se queda muy virgen, le dijo virgen a Fisu.
Intentar hacer algo. Van a hacer el suelo.
Ahí estoy yo de vuelta,
Eso, dirás, Stark.
Resoname en mi canal, Stark.
Todo el mundo lo puede hacer. Sí, pero cuando estás en situaciones de PvP o tensas, al menos a mí me pasa que no me pongo a pensar, vale, tengo que hacer escalera, rampa, pared para que no me tiren. No, yo subo a tope, dejar un buen like si a vosotros también os pasa. Así que
aprovecha para decirle los likes. Claro.
De verdad que lo aprecio y es muy buena. Como veis, aquí no tenías muchos match y lo ha hecho muy bien, cubriéndose con una pared y esperando que el tío estuviese descubierto para poder matarlo. Y estoy viendo que juego mucho en squads. No sé si estará jugando con subs o con otros amigos suyos.
¿Qué con sub, la concha de tu madre? Compañeros de equipo, el mejor equipo de LATAM.
8 kills y queda todavía mucha gente para terminar. Es decir, estamos viendo que es un jugador que se hace muchas kills, como por ejemplo aquí lleva 15, se mata el último y con 16 kills gana, mejor dicho. Y esto es una partida de script.
Estamos reaccionando a tu video, Fisu. Estoy hablando bien de vos, quédate tranquilo, estoy hablando bien de vos.
Y no sabía que existiera en Play 4. Y bueno, veis ahí que ha ganado.
Ahí, Jordi muerto, claro que
los
sí.
scrims no se caracterizan, perdón, por hacerse 34 kills. No, se caracteriza porque la gente que juega y que normalmente llega al final de la tormenta es muy buena construyendo, tiene mucha precisión, sabe editar muy bien. Entonces es muy importante tener la posición ganada en el círculo final. Y sobre todo, como siempre en todo en Fortnite, tener la altura ganada. Es decir, si tú ganas una scrim con una kill, puede ser muy meritorio, ya que todo el rato puedes...
Hola, It's Papa YouTube.
Por encima de ellos, tiene controlado.
Felicitaciones, Fiso, por los 6.000, amigo.
Así que
me encanta cómo estás creciendo, loco.
Estos clips, de verdad, de Scream en Play, no me los
es un asco jugar scrims en... ¿Qué Scream? Cualquier cosa, pero más que nada scrims en acá, boludo.
Anteriormente. Y podemos ver que domina todo, es decir, domina la precisión. Es decir, tiene aim, domina la construcción, domina la edición, gracias también. Y lo puede... ¡Ojo ahí! Que se mata por 4 de vida. ¿Qué dices? Gracias también que la gente...
Tenés que estar haciendo 50 de ping tarado.
La pasada temporada...
¿Cómo lo tapones acá? Hace que o se suicida o se muere en zona, no me acuerdo.
Pues hace que jugadores de consola, jugadores de
algo así le hizo a Fiso.
le pueden echar cara a PC. Me gustaría ver, si tiene algún vídeo jugando contra gente de PC, puede que también lo veamos. Pero me gustaría ver algún vídeo suyo jugando contra gente de PC. Y veis aquí...
lo maté yo, bien. Una vez que Fiso no queda tan bueno. Arre. Carreando a Jordi. Fiso, quiero que volvamos a los screens de dúo, boludo.
Ahí veis que ha matado a uno.
Esa fue ¿cómo tomó?
Para ganar la altura. Mirad la zona, lo pequeña que es, Tiene bastantes materiales aquí, así que realmente puede hacerlo bien. Y le quedan 4 con vida. Y es en dúos, o sea, realmente son... Es
en dúo, pero Sudo está muerto. ¿Algún problema? Stark, la concha de tu madre.
Que no es nada malo, o sea, mira cómo
sí, Sudo está muerto y cae ahí. Yo Morita, sentate Morita, fraca.
Tumbo el otro más que está ahí en la tormenta.
Qué lindo Morita.
Ha ganado la altura muy bien.
Ahora leo los comentarios, gente, ya termina.
Otro más por aquí que lo remata y finalmente solo le queda uno para ganar la scrim contra jugadores de Argentina. Veis que pone el suelo y la pirámide para tener doble protección. Es decir, si tú tienes... si solo pones la pirámide o solo el suelo, si el enemigo de abajo te dispara, te puede destruir la construcción y matarte, o sea, por caída. Y poniendo las pirámides lo que haces es prevenir un poco. Bueno, pues
se muere solo el otro.
¿Dónde está cojones el tío? Solo le queda uno, se ha muerto por tormenta, lo ha jugado muy bien. Ahí todo el rato...
Ahí estoy vivo yo.
La altura. Estos clips no sé si siguen siendo de Scream, creo que sí.
Y amigo, ¿no es que dijo Scream, tarado?
Pero ya os digo, aparte de la precisión, que estoy flipando, porque... Yo antes era un jugador de
Este chaval por mí no sabe qué subir a la acción entre comillas, pues ahora de jugar
y el otro día volví a jugar con
faltan 10 subs, Jordi, ¿qué?
Y me di cuenta que es complicado.
Gracias Fede Ruiz, gracias Killer. Gracias Lolo.
Vale que tienes el aim assist, pero es complicado, es decir, si porque no sé, me resultaba
15 espectadores, son una locura, gracias loco. Son 91. ¿Cómo estamos subiendo?
Muy difícil. Así que, aparte de eso, que me voy por las ramas. Aparte de ver que tiene una buena precisión, lo que me gusta es que se sabe cubrir muy bien. Es decir,
chao Mateo.
De
otra vez el dúo muerto.
Siempre es que, aparte de ser buenísimos, tienen la precisión del copón y toda la historia, es que reciben muy poco daño.
Cierto, me olvidé de hablar.
Saben hacerlo perfecto para poder meter el escopetazo o el tiro al enemigo y él no recibir daño. Sabéis que, claro, si recibes daño, pues te quitan vida, y si te quitan vida, te mueres.
Ya fue, sos tonto Stark, amigo, disculpame que te lo diga.
Veis aquí otro final de partida en Scream, en dúos con él solo. Otro más.
Mirá, que decís que tiene 50 espectadores, tarado.
Así que lo juega muy
sí, que tiene 50 espectadores, Stark tonto.
Pero le viene la tormenta, crack.
Nunca me da, boludo, le saca mérito a Fisu, macho.
Yo creo que se muere por tormenta, ese crack. Lo encierra ahí con paredes.
Seco le chupa la pija, boludo.
Está tocadísimo. Además está a 60 de vida solo nuestro amigo Frame, pero bueno, se gana la partida. Y esto es solo versus dúo scrims. O sea, no le bastaba en ganar scrims en dúo y solitario, no. Si se mete en solo versus dúo, que básicamente es jugar en dúos, pero tú solo.
Claro, creo que ya lo dijo. Creo que él mismo dijo solo versus dúo scrims.
Un ratito, aquí.
Muchas kills, Fisu, igual.
Otro más con vida. Edita ahí perfectamente con el triángulo.
Perfectamente. Ahí está teniendo como el orto, Fisu.
¿Cuál es el mejor botón para editar en consola? Para PC da un poco igual, ¿no? Es una tecla cualquiera, pero para consola, ¿cuál es? Bueno, y por último nos deja clips de patio editando. Mirad esto, Esto lo... Estoy flipando, ¿cómo edita rápido? Lo recomiendo mucho que lo intentáis hacer si queréis practicar construcción rápido. Y mirad cómo hace, de un mismo salto, hace 290 grados. LOL.
LOL, esto sí que no me lo esperaba, ¿eh? O sea, me has visto que tenía buen nivel de construcción, pero en un mismo salto, hacer 90 grados...
Ah, sos un manco, amigo. Si no te sale...
O sea, lo
Está bien, a mí no me salen como Fisu, pero, guacho, hasta a mí me salen esos.
YouTube X Frame. Comodita, increíble. Parece de PC, ya os digo. A mí me parece un jugador de consola, me parece pro cuando no sé distinguir si es de PC o es de consola. Así que bueno, chicos, hasta aquí.
Pongan todos clap para Fisu. Crean clap. Bueno, vamos a... Upa. Tiene que ser rápido. Bueno, vamos a ver el final de esta partida, por favor. No me interrumpan. Arre. ¿Cómo hacen? Sí. Si ya está puesta es fácil ponerla. A mí no me sale como ponerlo en el momento y editarlo. Pero si ya está puesta es fácil editarlo. Clap. Claro que sí.
Good loadout though, and he's not all that bad when it comes to his resources. So repositions and sets himself up for success, I think.
Están todos los de Go. Ah, no. Arre que este no es de Go. Sheki no es de Go. Mirá los 34 en esos sobre. Qué hermoso, bro. Qué lindo. ¿Dónde sale ponerla? Sí, Vivid.
So he's now one more elim shy of another point, and it's going to be across Loot Lake. A lot of players are going to have to make that trek across Loot Lake, and it's going to go back up another.
Qué buena combinación de skin que tiene. Es re común de Vivid. Le encanta la jungla esta, la skin esta de la jungla.
Crazy kills at the end game there. Here it is. All right.
Ese Ronaldo juega terrible. Lo resentó. Dale, Jocha, caílo, amigo.
That's what we talk about. Having a grappler in your loadout can change your rotations. He just went straight ahead of the pack here. And again, just finding more players.
6 kills, eh?
2 on the pressure now from the legendary assault rifle he has. This is last grappler shot. He's going to use it to cut off this player. He's high ground now. He's working his way.
No tiene Hiron. Nada que ver.
Resources protect his overhead.
Nunca es malo perder 10 de vida, ¿eh? Para poder empezar a curarte antes. Igual eso cuando tenés Goti. Cuando tenés vendas, no es bueno. Qué rápida edición que hizo. Team Funny está. No te falta en sub. Che, los 13 que están en el directo hablen. Capaz lo tienen abierto y no hablan mucho y tipo no lo están viendo. ¿Cuántos likes tenemos, gente? Díganme cuántos likes tenemos. No, 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 no. Shaky, sos un pete.
Just like that, he gets elimination resource bonus, he gets shields back. It's a 1v1.
Player's going to be right above him.
Shaky, ¿cómo pudo?
Completely maxed out.
J-Love has everything. He has the high ground.
A ver qué ponen. Estoy conectado en la... Estoy concentrado en la semana. Estoy estudiando mientras veo, no está muy buena, pero bueno. Más paja de escribir. En Answer, sí hay gente de consola. Che, guacho, se retrabó. Sí, en Answer. Hay gente de consola, mío. Tenés a Aidan. Tenés a un par de Ghost. Y hay alguno más, me parece. Ronaldo. Creo que juega en Xbox el Ronaldo TTV. Baja de escribir por 2. Shaky la termina ganando, bro. Bueno, vamos a reaccionar a Set, ¿quieren? Díganme si quieren que reaccionemos a Set. Bueno, que reaccionemos. Para que se los muestre los que no lo conocen.
Talk about like not choking when everything's against you. Super low material. RBK Love kind of lost track there. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm really surprised with that too.
Yeah, that's it.
You hear that player right below you. You know he dropped down to the ground. So you had that angle. I think it was just that little opening there on that mountain where he was able to build platform and then go ramp up. He just wasn't expecting it. I think he thought that the bottom was locked.
Yo lo faneo duro a Zed. Ahora vamos a ver el... Esto no lo vi. Rica canción, Tiene más copy igual que... Está muy bien set. Hola Max, amigo. Qué rica canción, guacho. Dale, diga el cagón. Dale, set. La diga. Ah. Hola, Toby, loco. Y set. Este está en 2200. No se dan una idea de los fans que set de los globos. Set de la persona que más le gustan los globos en el juego. Fuera de juego. Ese para mí es de lo mejor en Argentina. Le Matías ni un brillo. Nah, me chupa la pija, Matías. Es un buen jugador. Vamos, pico. Estoy reaccionando. O sea, estoy reaccionando. Estamos analizando esto. Estamos viendo esto, boludo. Y reaccionando a Set y a Frame. A Fisu, como digo yo. Después jugamos. Después juego. Tipo, después, cuando termine esto, me voy a comer. Y después vuelvo. Ricky. Dush. Rico. A los mejores momentos. Mira una cosa. Ay, mierda. Yo también, dijo Fisu, soy JordiRV. ¿Qué? ¿Te molestaría reaccionar a algún video mío? Son partidas de inicio de la temporada pasada cuando era remanco. Fue que me metieron a ver si me puse a jugar ahora. Sí, Max, amigo, no hay ningún problema, loco. Pasame el nombre del título, el título del video o algo así. O el link. Yo también digo, Fisu, soy invicto. Sí, ya sé que sos invicto, boludo. A comer, tipo, a comer. Esto termina a las... Banque. Esto termina a las 8 de la noche. Esto. Y bueno, cuando termine, mientras que me baño, me cambio. Más o menos un ratito. A ver. Dicen que Set fue el MVP. Jugó muy bien. Hola Gaspar, loco. ¿Cómo estás, amigo?
No tengo nada recargado, aguántame 2 segundos. No tengo nada recargado. Vení acá, Frame.
Sí, Frame en el piso. Top 1 jugador Argentina. Rica, no le erró un tiro.
Guacho todo con el escudo.
Bueno, a ver. Un PP de Set y Fisu. PvP lo gana Fisu. Vamos al canal.
Tengo gente acá, tengo gente acá. Muerto uno. Muerto. No, le saqué escudo, muerto. Muerto uno.
¿Qué adición?
Listo, GG.
Sí, amigo, sí, buenísimo.
Ponés motivado, Joaco. Sí, Joaco.
24,
24-32.
Suma win 5, 37. GG. Déjalo de arriba, déjalo de arriba.
Pero se suicidó, tipo, si lo ejecutas te da la gente.
Todo el escudo uno.
Bueno, perdón, Seth. Vamos a ver esto de Max. Sí, ya recién lo vimos, Gaspar. Si atrasas un poco el directo, vimos entero el video. Abre de Fisu. Ahora un momento de loot no nos interesa. Queremos ver jugarlo. Max. Voy a... ¿Trabadillas? Cuando era manco ahora mejor mucho. No pasa nada, no te vamos a criticar, amigo. Habla, hijo de puta, no hablas un choto, boludo. Hablas menos que yo. Ahora que yo no una bocha. A ver, viene mi hermano, ¿entrar acá? ¿Entrar a la pieza o no entra a la pieza? Ricadoble te llevaste, bro. El otro día podría hacer eso, ¿no? Reaccionando a videos de suscriptores. Ustedes me pasen sus videos. Y hago un video reaccionando a sus videos. Si quieren. Dale, boludo. Cortar un poco, aunque sea. Coged. Ahí tenés el PvP. Yo tengo 16, amigo. Te crucé en una partida, ahí busqué tu canal y te empecé a seguir. Muchísimas gracias, Aus, amigo. Jordi, ¿cómo me puedo streamear de la PS4? Yo igual estoy streameando desde la compu, pero desde la Play es fácil. Tenés que vincular primero tu cuenta de YouTube, desde ajustes, cuenta algo así, vincular tu cuenta de YouTube a la Play. Y después tocas el botón Share en el control, que te aparece el botón Share, y tocas... yo lo tengo en inglés es Broadcast Gameplay, pero es transmitir partidas o algo así. Tocas ahí y empiezas. La verdad me larda combinación de skin. igual que Frame y Set. Frame, Set y yo tenemos 16 años y en los tres nuestro nombre arranca con YouTube. Me cago de risa. Y los tres somos jugadores de Vikings, pero los tres arrancan con YouTube. Y Fisu y yo tenemos exactamente el mismo tag. YouTube, guión medio, guión bajo y nuestro nombre. Bueno, vamos a entrar a un poco, amigo, porque tenemos que seguir en el otro. ¿Pero estás en Viking? No, muchas gracias, Srax. Sí, estoy en Vikings, amigo. Y la trampa de hielo. Creo que pega ese cosita, guacho. Pasá el link, que es amigo. Apoyaste demasiado alto sin ponerte ni una pared. Eso fue medio raro, Max, amigo. Si ibas a apoyar tan alto, tenías que haberte puesto en una pared. Esto era tuyo. Hay que saber qué cosas son tuyas, amigo, para poder editarte mejor. Recluta del clan Vikings, no, es Vikings, amigo, y con Y al principio. No recluta, amigo. Son muchos jugadores. Todos de gran nivel. Excepto yo que soy un incopete, todos los demás son muy buenos jugadores. Amigo, trampealo. Ahí la cagaste, amigo. Perdiste mucho daño por boludo. Perdón que te lo diga. Una verga es lo que te queda. Te paso el link desde el celu. Abrís, te desplegás el video y te aparece compartir. No, te aparece compartir y tocas copiar enlace y ahí está. Fijé, amigo.
I mean, they're putting up a show.
Yeah, and we have been thoroughly entertained so far. We hope that you guys have been as well. Make sure you're out there using that hashtag Royale and getting social about it on Twitter, Instagram.
No, por eso sí, Trax. Sí, no pasa nada, amigo. Por eso, tío, no recluta a nadie. Contra Google. No, desde la aplicación de YouTube, pues. ¿Cómo le tembló la voz?
That's right. Who do you want to see, guys? Let's keep painting this picture. I'm happy to see Vivid kind of step up.
Qué bueno que está al fondo.
Another thing I want to touch on is Shaky recognizing a mistake when, you know, early rotations.
Hey, what the fuck?
In the next game, he just fixes his problems and then becomes better as time progresses. People always ask, how do you get better as a player? You have to recognize your own mistakes and then work on them.
My player to watch is Nav. Because
Nav has been insane.
Nav has been insane.
Subió un video de Memphis Viking, pero soy remango.
I mean, you have to. You're putting up elims like that. You just gotta put that pedal.
Hola, Lisandro, amigo. Te agradezco por pasarte por el directo. A ver, dale, arranca la partida, guacho.
You know, maybe he's earned so many points so far, he kind of feels like, hey, I made it already, you know? Like, you know, he's probably saving the win cards for the day of. We'll see.
All right, well, match 3, folks, is about to begin, and the bus is leaving from the western side from south to north.
Yeah, this is a good bus here. It's going to split the map straight up the middle.
Douchebag.
Players have access to every single POI, kind of fair and square. And, you know, when you have the map like this, everything is at your, you know, your disposal. You can pick.
¿Dónde está? ¿Por qué te borraron todo? ¿Qué te borró todo el Nightbot? Alto malo el Nightbot. Ey, ¿por qué te borró el link? ¿Por qué te borró todo? ¿Llegaste alguna, Jordi? No me llevo ninguna. Esta partida son 6. Si no, te borró todo, amigo. Ajá, o sea, ya sé, pero antes al otro no dejé. Ya sé que lo tengo como spam, pero si yo te dejo, lo podés tener. Háblame por Twitter si querés. Mándamelo a Twitter. Mándamelo a Twitter. Me tenés. Mándamelo a Twitter, amigo.
There's just no reason for you to go there.
Oh, the sword. Oh, okay. So the Infinity Blade slid off the cliff here, and that's why he was looking down like, no. Kind of lost it, but I think he's probably going to go back and pick it up, because this slowdown...
este chabón hace un rato también estaba con la espada, boludo. Está denso con la espada.
I think that's why he's contemplating the jump down. He probably, in his mind, thinks it disappeared, but he didn't realize it just...
Igual es buena para farmear. ¿Cómo es tu Twitter? Jordi el Pijudo, es este.
It's really hard to see that blue.
Como acá como Jordi el Pijudo y te tenía que aparecer.
Onwards though to Takada, who is hanging out by Happy Hamlet, one of the new areas that was introduced in this latest update.
Yeah, Happy Hamlet, the southernmost POI in the map, loaded with chests. Each building pretty much has about a chest of its own, and you know, when you have players here, it's somewhat of a close quarter.
Uy, tiene 6 las apestosas esas, boludo. Claro. ¿Cuándo fuera el Winter? No, amigo. Winter no hay para Brasil. Juega gente muy buena. No, está jugando piso.
He knows there's an opportunity. Player's going to be above him.
Good tracking skills here. He's going to recognize the player's going for that high ground. Now he's just listening. There it is. Why he breaks out.
Tocata.
Right in front of him. He didn't even expect that. He was building outward.
Uy, estamos en un espectador de los 20. Si podemos llegar a los 20 espectadores, los agradecería un montón.
Vivid is out and Sofa is out. So very, very shocking there. But onwards though, as we continue to focus on this battle between Lunzi and this particular player right above him. He's going to use those stinks to try and...
I like how he's using these stinkers in this battle here. He's using them to really just push his
La tercera acabó.
recognizing that he doesn't have to build all the way up. He has other plays to make here.
Volví, ¿quién ganó la anterior? La anterior la ganó un flaco que no conoces. Yo tampoco.
Because you don't know how many stinks he has.
Yeah, and Luna's just chipping him down little
Spameo el directo.
so you know he has at least one more. He just doesn't want to get hit by it.
Dude, Luna's just hunting. He's
Como quieras, amigos, no te voy a obligar para nada. Vamos a ver si podemos llegar a los 20 suscriptores.
It's definitely
Qué manera de gastar todas las granadas, amigo. Todas las granadas gastó.
using the stinkers to pin him down. He knows exactly where this player's at all times because when you get those hit markers. And now look, he has to heal.
he owns the wall now.
You can see right in it. Nice little play there. There's a set
in front of him.
So big.
Oh, and he took so much damage from that one. And now Luna's going to be pushed, but Takada's going to be very weak as well.
Va.
He made the mini play though, so he's got some shields again. He's gonna make this re-push. I mean, after you commit that much to the battle, you have to get it here. We have Takada's vision as well now, seeing his perspective. He's up top, just trying to get his little bandages off. It's not gonna be enough. Here comes the break from the roof.
Deja de correr, Tocata cagón.
This has just been the hunt. Clearly, this is what
Talking
this is.
high-level Fortnite maneuver here. These guys are on the run, trying to
the
bait him in.
¿Cómo estás? Todo no lo puede matar, boludo.
Force him out. He knows he has to move
Ey, tu clan hace 4 vs 4. Cada tanto hacemos, amigo.
probably be
Pero eso no lo tenés que hablar conmigo. Lo tenés que hablar
there. But he hears him moving
con el líder de mi clan.
He is trying
Que
to
sea
get
Yoako.
into a bad situation, and Takada's probably going to catch Luna with a heavy shot here. He only needs to connect one time.
¿Tocata lo lleva a matar a este? Si quiere matar.
He's got to connect a little bit better than that.
and he has no more resources to mess around with
This
as
is
well.
it.
But he's going to be able to put some damage down
Oh,
and not
he's so close.
A 3 de vida se quedó.
went on for an eternity.
He was what Loon was left with.
3 de vida.
Manages to connect
Buena
just
leche.
in time to get the heal off. And he
Tenía toda la ventaja, boludo. Tenía todos los mats.
down. He was
Tenía...
looking for the opportunity. He almost
Tenía las granadas, tenía Deagle. Esas granadas.
Fight went.
very long.
Acabó.
If that was me in that, or even you, or anyone, I know a lot of people are watching at home saying, I would have gone third party already.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know,
They were the only two in Happy Hamlet.
Jordi, te mandé el... Sí, vio, no te hizo. Ahí te mandé el link. Bueno, banque un cacho.
There's no one down in the south. What's this? Southwest side
No ven nada, ya sé que no ven nada.
Super spacious. Looks like Tilted Tower is extremely congested here. At least 4 players in the area.
On board with
Innocence.
Innocence, yeah.
Under pressure by Dynamite here. He does have a stinker. Is he going to use it and then pick up that Dynamite to his left?
He also wants to get that gold pump. Get that gold pump.
He's looking to connect here. I like how Salt's really
Epa.
cooking up these Dynamites so that when he chucks it, very little reaction time is
Ahora lo vemos, amigo.
for Innocence to make a move here.
And you got to hear that, the audio cue.
Oh yeah, it's very loud. You know when it's coming at you.
Because you know when it's being dropped, because you hear it kind of
The bounce.
clink a little bit, like.
No tengo ni idea de si vio vida en Fisu.
You also need
Ahí está Ninja. Sí, Fisu. Fisu. Ahí lo tenés.
for a long time, but Ninja
Sí, Fisu.
Ninja looking for that wall replace here. Ninja
not getting it.
notorious for using boogie bombs, by the way. He's just known for it. Also known for connecting a shot.
A Feinberg, mató, es reconocido.
good shot
No
from
lo puedo creer, mató a alguien. No, boludo. What the fuck.
There goes down. Well played.
No. Güey, el que lo mató, el que, o sea, el que murió,
On assault,
se quiere matar. Dice, no, me mató Ninja, qué paja. El más pete de todo lo que está jugando. Qué paja.
with one elimination, which caps him off at 100 shield here. This is his battle to win here, but he did hear a trap. Doesn't even matter.
Assault. Assault es muy bueno también.
he knew that was his opportune moment.
Ninja le falta patio.
He just jumped on it.
Yeah, we talk about being hyper aggressive. Can
Está jodiendo Fisu, boludo.
he must have walked into a really crazy shot and tilted, and that's kind of what happens when you're being aggressive like that. You don't know what
Lo
you're
único que tiene Ninja es buen aim.
The fun continues as we move
Tampoco
on to
mucho.
FPS here. Haven't really seen much of him. Nice is out of this. Some storm
No,
waves
he was
flying
eliminated
around.
by Nice. Nice is still going
Nice is
off
still
with
in.
the Infinity
Oh,
Blade.
he is.
And now he's on .FPS. He only has to connect one time. Here it is.
No, 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 qué desquiciado.
Frustrating for FPS to deal with there.
Nice soul snatching with the Infinity
Muy
Blade.
bueno.
Now on 3 eliminations. He's even
Ahora es muy bueno, pero le falta banda de PP.
He's got the storm.
Yo le tengo muy buen aim, le faltaría PP.
On you.
Sí, yo tengo buena aim, pero me falta... Hola Bruno, amigo. Me falta cabeza para el final, pero hasta acá. No sé, boludo. Nis se la está jugando muchísimo, boludo. Muchísimo. ¿Sabe? Entiendo lo que es no tener armas. No tener armas. Tenés que matar con una espada. Una re de ruta, boludo.
Just came out in Nice. He probably had a game plan coming into the Winter Royale semifinals. He's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then.
El juego evolucionó mucho para Ninja. Sí, Ninja se quedó en las públicas de antes, boludo.
Never mind. Everything goes out. We're going for the blade, boys. Gets ownership of the wall.
Uy, sí, se la merecía. Después del headshot que pegó se la merecía ese kill. El que puse Frame es bueno, pero le falta PP. Parece que le dije a Frame que le falta PP.
Almost got him back, and look, Nice is looking for 2 elims here. He dives right in, misses the dive in. Oh, there it is, breaking walls now.
Oh boy, oh boy. So weak, and he's gonna get.
You cannot hide from this man right now. If you are battling someone,
Puede ser lo que está matando este flaco, boludo.
You down.
And he still has the Stormwing.
It's healthy, mind you. There it is. He's out of here. He can't pick anything up. He's just leaving loot around the map.
Desquiciado.
Surely these players are now recognizing maybe just
De la espada está de cumple. Ey, fuera de joda. Igual, Fisu, para el late game, cuando ya se están todos construyendo, ¿sabes lo que puede ser eso? Para eso sí, uno que tiene high ground no sé cómo lo va a matar. Pero bueno. Algún mask. 5 kills. What the fuck? Jordi, cuando termina reacciona. Sí, ya vimos 2 videos de set, boludo. Ya le mostré a la gente videos de set. Ahora pongo otro montaje. El bueno de él. Pero ya reaccioné.
I thought someone managed to pull off the chug jug, but it looks like he's got an extra one here. He's got loads of heals, so he can kind of chill in the storm for a little bit. But yeah, he's not trying to let that happen. Here it is. This is really good for him.
Boludo.
He's probably going to use the chug.
Lo está esperando afuera. Sí, Nis. Por favor, Nis. Sí, Nis. Por piso. No sé. Yo creo que para PvP mejor Fisu. Para edición es mejor set.
Oh, and 7EO.
7EO might have made a huge mistake shooting at him.
Or is it TO?
He's gonna come this way. It could be TOTV.
I like that. 7EO sounds pretty awesome too.
Está re de cumple Nis, boludo. What the fuck.
You know what's crazy about it? You don't know he has, the Infinity Blade when he's coming in.
6 kills el desquiciado. Se nota mucho la diferencia de Cloud, sí, boludo. Tengo que jugar Cloud, pero me da paja. Set me rompe el orto. No, Fisu. Tienes un 90 grados mucho más rápido que él. Si vos no te tosqueas, es un mucho mejor 90 grados.
There it is, opening up the shell here so he can make this move here. Parallel Ando, if he makes a shot at Nice is going to come for you.
No, que sin ofender, Bruno, amigo. No se va a enojar Fisu, boludo. Cada uno tiene su opinión. Que te den por la espalda. Ah, ese es el que mató al Boyle. De pedo, amigo, tenés que ir ya a zona, ya a zona, amigo. Se pegaron en el aire. ¿Quién que le hizo? Ya en zona. Yo lo rebanco a los dos fuertes. Lo que me encanta de Seth es su fluidez, hace todo muy limpio. Sí, Manfred. Sí, Seth juega muy clean, hace cosas muy clean. Ni hace, ¿viste? Lo leí re cabeza. Nis tiene unos huevos, boludo. Ese tiene más huevos que Ian. ¿Sabes lo que vi con la espada, boludo? Fisu ya juega Cloud. Bruno. Yo no juego Cloud. Yo soy el pete sin Cloud. Ey, Nis. No. ¿Qué haces?
he doesn't care, dude.
Yeah, you can defend, you can put down your traps.
I mean, with that dash like that, he's just breaking it all down. That's already 2 traps done. He probably doesn't even have any more.
It doesn't. Nice looks up, tries
This
to
is
get the cut.
insane.
And this player's trying to defend him as much as he can, trying to hold his ground.
He's doing a great job. He's pinging him down. I mean, the other players really have to get in this, but they're being so passive. There it is. Nice decides, you know what? Okay, we're gonna chill, make ourselves a little spot here.
Qué desquiciado.
He's gonna come back, yeah.
Está re de ruta Nis, boludo. Miren al sur. Lo llega a agarrar Nis ahí y lo rompe todo. Nis se llega a entrar que está ahí, no tiene escudo. Lo mata de un... Le cae y le pega el espadazo y lo mata.
As well, so that's probably why no one's contesting him right now.
And as he stands too, he gets that passive heal.
That's exactly why he's just chilling right now. He's getting his HP up. He's gonna make this play. And he'll come for you.
¿Lo hará o no lo hará? Está dudando Nis.
He can make it, swing through it as well. These are the strats, man. They hear Symphony.
Re chill en el avión.
Just trying to, you know, buy himself some time to make it to that end game. Not even looking to contest other pilots at the moment. You want to keep your Stormwing as healthy as possible.
This has just
Nice,
been
with
madness.
every second is just healing stronger and stronger.
New mythic weapon that has been introduced
You
this
know,
morning.
The best part about this is like,
Está con la espada reina
you
ácido,
always
bacho.
know there's someone nearby you, right? But nearby you within
No puedes ir a apoyar Nis.
that is what you don't expect.
75.
Amigo, la diferencia no es tanto la diferencia de los... Si controlas bien los dos como Cronin.
Like, I can't believe he's so loaded.
La mayoría de Cronin, te digo, igual amigos juegan con Cloud, ¿sí?
And as he gets eliminations, if he
Uno solo de Cronin no juega con Cloud.
just get more.
I'm waiting for him to hit 200 HP for shield and for him to just hop out of here like the Hulk. He's gonna go crazy soon, watch. He's just waiting for his HP pool to just completely max out. And I think he's going right back. He's aiming at that player.
He wants
There
him.
it is.
He wants him. He's right in front
Found
of him.
ya.
And he's
Hello.
gonna get it. That is the 7th elimination onto high risk Britter.
No,
And
está loco,
this is
está
gonna
loco.
be that big bonus territory.
Está loco.
Activating big bonus every single elimination
Está
after
loco.
to get him a point.
Oh man, that
I'm
is just
loving
rough.
this right now. Nice has finally found his groove in game 3 here.
Está desquiciado,
Showcasing
boludo.
that the Infinity Blade is powerful.
No, Exaloti
Take
ya...
back my tweet from earlier
claro.
today when you responded and said, "Lol, okay."
Okay.
I take it back, my dude. I'm so sorry. How did I ever
Dios,
doubt?
boludo. Está enfermo. Twitch pistola. Twitch pistola. Qué buen nombre. Pix. Ghost Go.
Waiting it
What's
out.
that? 2, 4, 6, 8, close to 10
10 aviones, guacho.
vehicles in
10 aviones. ¿Qué?
So many storm wings flying above, and people are just kind of taking pot shots at each other, not really looking to land anything.
Parece el Battlefield, boludo.
because that'll get you super hard targeted.
I don't think anyone wants to be that guy, you know, who takes the shots and then they're like, oh, you know what? Never mind. Shoot down Pistola.
Pistola's vehicle looks like it's starting to smoke.
Ahí está Mitro. Fisu está Mitro en avión.
Mitro in the air. Ghoul here.
42 players still standing in match 3 of Heat 1 for the North American semifinals. We've had some great games so far.
Not that it's been a problem, but if we do hit the Storm Surge for players that haven't really damaged other players, they're going to start taking damage for being alive this long.
Exactly, because
So-
they clearly haven't been doing that
Right,
much
they're
damage.
just floating around at the moment. Here's another Elam for, might be
Nice.
an Elam for Nice. We'll see what happens. We've seen the,
That was an
oh
Elam.
yeah.
Otra más.
Extra right there.
Ahora loco.
It's going to give him 1 additional point.
So I had to put the big question up on that because the last time we
What the
had
fuck,
a
otra kill más de Nice.
point in favor of the player.
Está blanco, está blanco.
7EO, he's going to shoot down one of the storm wings there.
7EO also getting
I know.
some good shots on that player as he's coming down. So now that was no shield for him. Saw him still flying around as well. The air game is vicious.
They just want to stay alive as long as possible. But I just don't know if there's a lot of
No
value.
way,
Is
Nice
this
is
again? Oh,
Oh
poor thing.
gosh.
Oh, God bless.
Ah, Nice. Ah, sos un desquiciado, Nice.
Oh, I feel so
Nice.
bad.
Para mí, ¿quién es el mejor Atlantis? Y justo hoy me preguntás, yo soy fan de todo Atlantis.
He's at 9 eliminations.
Actualmente creo que están
A point.
He's just dancing.
He wants a
Mitro,
He's already done that.
Kuna.
Don't let me get the Infinity Blade. That's
Está entre Mitro, Kuna
what
y
he's saying here. Nice is in a position
Incel, me parece.
to win this game.
I mean, the best part about
Well,
holding on to
yeah.
the Infinity
Me gusta auriculares. Fuera de joda, Fisu.
rotations are
What the fuck, aparte no se había cubierto nada, boludo.
It's down to the final few
Pero Fiso aparte, ponle que se hace récord. Con espada, boludo. Una le ha roto el orto a todo. No es una de masa. Sí, ninja. Sí, ninja. Ah, bueno. Chao, sentate. Pero no entiendo por qué Ninja no está usando la Renegade Rider, boludo. Gilly es buen nerd. Y son super altas, o que son míos. ¿Lo conocen a Shelty? No. Capaz que sí, no tengo ni idea. Probablemente no. Qué pobre Ninja, si es una garcha jugando, boludo. Puta que esa.
Is very, very close. You don't want to be in the air anymore. Now you want to kind of touch down and get this high ground. That's what they all seem to be doing.
8 seconds before.
No, chau, te mató Nis.
Got a lot of big names still standing in this game. As we go over to it's Diggy.
Diggy's been showing his fair share of dominance on the field. We've seen him catch a couple elims. He's chilling at 3 right now.
Ouch. And he doesn't have shields. He doesn't have shields to be able to pop himself and bring him back in. He does have that med kit though, so he can use that one to give him a little bit of that HP advantage.
Muy bueno buscado Jordi. Ahora lo busco. Maggie, yo fui por mucho tiempo muy fan de Maggie. Pero dejó de jugar mucho tiempo, no sé qué hizo y era tosco. Maggie es probablemente de los mejores jugadores de patio, de playground del mundo. Chau, se fue a zona. Qué fácil que es ir a zona.
Just Infinity Blade just fly out, but also too because it's so new, maybe players are just not all that familiar with the audio cue of it. But here's Pistola got the elimination.
Cool.
Giving him that third elim that we had saw. And here goes 7EO flying in.
Oh man, this HP pool on 7EO is not good at all. 40 HP.
Picks.
He needs to dive on someone now or start putting on some pressure. Pistola showing that he's still in the game here. 3 eliminations, leading on the zones. Got Grappler, he's sitting high in the sky. He's doing really
Está
good.
Nis. Nis. ¿Otro Nis?
Here's Tiger. Gets taken out by Diggy. Diggy's on the move now. He's got another player in front of him.
He's got to be careful here as he builds his way up. Player's going to be right above him. 2 players actually going to be sitting over right in front of Diggy as it currently stands. Though Diggy, as we're on board with him, just trying to get some kind of build advantage.
Cuando saca la espada saca 75 de un hit y cuando le caes 25. Cuando viste vas volando y le caes 25. Ese es Aidan, me parece. No.
opportunity in front of him. He's hitting shots, but just not enough to confirm the elim. And he has to be so careful not to step outside of this. This is all him right here. It's going to be Monster. That's going to
A Monster mató.
76 on the shields, and he's going to get the resources.
Replenish. That's 100 wood, 50 stone, and 50 metal. Nice still alive.
Oh, what do you even do? Nice is low. If anyone goes low, he's going to chop him up.
And he's also healing as time goes on, so he is in no rush to get into battle anymore. If you stepped him, Diggy, you're going to pay for it. Oh, Nice decided to just break down builds here.
Me cagaste. Abajo de él.
It seems like Nice was actually saved. There was a player below him who just gets destroyed by Diggy.
Agarra el bote.
They're all hugging up on one another here. Diggy looking for some shots.
El bote,
One more for that 7 points for the 7 eliminations that he can get here, where he starts to lock in that big bonus.
Oh, he goes for the edit there, almost makes it.
Oh, this is getting very, very risky here. And you hear that Infinity Blade as well.
Nice still alive, breaking through everything.
Number 9, number 10 for Nice with the Infinity Blade.
Bye-bye Vix right there.
2 players
Nice
in front.
is still going.
2 players in front of him. He can get 12.
And there it is. He is just chopping through everything.
He has
Ese Nice.
400
Quiciado.
HP, people.
Si juegan a la curación, gana Nis. Va, no sé si le sacará más daño al de la espada, pero... Murió Diggy. Diggy ya está muerto. 0 mats.
Traps going off here.
And he doesn't have anything to build up. This is it. This is the final.
Zextro cannot get hit by the storm. He has to full commit here. He's going for the infinity blade.
No, Nis. Gordo puto. Zextro mató a Nia. Nitro al final. No te suscribes, Gemilán Jordiano. Muchas gracias, Bruno, amigo. Qué paja, guacho. A ver qué querían que veamos acá. Amigo, te sale bien, amigo. Set. ¿Qué querés? Ah, busca set. Hay que mirar la pata de... A ver, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde está el montaje de set? Este. Cargo. Uy, shit. Ese amigo. Me robó la moto, se llama ese flaco. Muy bien, qué rico de set. Ya lo vi esto, pero está bueno verlo. Esto es una masa, Juan. Che, me va a tirar el copy esto. Vamos a sacarle el volumen. Me va a tirar copy, creo. Vamos a ver esto de set. Este, el de nuevo, así esos nuevos clips, solo por la música. Solo por la música. Me da igual en esta copy. Es un temón. O sea, es muy chill. Busca escenas. Che, tengo re viejo eso, yo tengo 20.000 kills. A ver. Ah, de acá lo saco Colo. Gordito. Con el de usar auriculares. ¿Qué? ¿Qué cosa, Fiso? A ver qué tal. Es clave la hacer en 90 grados y tirar la escalera para adelante, pero no subirte a esa escalera. No sé si me entienden. Es como tira la escalera, pero sigue haciendo 90 grados. Eso es para confundir. Son tan clean esas cosas, que qué lindo jugar así, boludo. Busca hacer tú un usar auriculares, ok. Ahora banca un cachito, ya vengo. Volví el mástil. Allá. Ahí está. A ver esto. Hola Axel, amigo.
I actually do need help.
Buscame amigo Confident. Sí, ya sé, boludo. Ya,
Oh my god.
ya lo vi a Confident, boludo. Vamos, muy piola.
Oh my god. Ooh, good player. Hold up.
Sorry, bro.
Está compado, boludo. Tendría que probar editar compado. Dicen que está piola.
Nah,
Hold up. I told you, bro. I knew I wasn't tripping. Oh, what the fuck? Yep.
hello. Nigga, but do some fire shit. I should have asked, nigga. That's a your mama joke.
Rico.
Your mama joke. But
I think it works for top gullible in the community on God.
He's not doing bad for 2K. Yeah, you just dumb as
A ver. Set. Usar. Set 1. Usar auriculares. ¿Cuándo es? Gloria. Yo edito con el pad derecho. ¿Cómo con el... edito con pad derecho? ¿Cómo con pad derecho? Que antes ragueaba set. Se emocionaba. el drop. Uf. Ah, boludo. ¿Qué tiro? Qué rico, muy rico. ¿Te acuerdas de Charlie? ¿Qué le pasó en su conecta la fresa? ¿Qué mierda es Charlie? Aguante mi video de Face X Fra. Ahora ya la reacción son un par de billardos. O ese. A ver cómo vas. 6100 subs. Dale, juega corta. Estamos viendo las skirmish. Bueno, las skirmish no, las winter finales. Jugador del clan comunidad. No sé qué mierda. Es como le rompe la cosa y lo muere lo mata la caída. Usaste la espada, no, boludo, no me conecté en todo el día. El calor que tengo, guacho. Forge. Mierda.
Bájale un toque, Frey, bájale un toque. Déjalo ahí.
Rique ricón. Ahí está hablando este boludo. Dale, sí, boludo.
Vi tu 26
Qué
meses.
idiota, muchas gracias por el sub.
Paja. A ver. Lonis. ¿Cuántos kills terminé haciendo? 10 kills, 11 kills. ¿Cómo es Alan FN? ¿En qué sentido cómo es? Están re rotos, boludo. Sí, weón, están muy rotos. Che, paren que voy a abrir la ventana, me estoy evaporando, boludo. Get up, get up.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Winter Royale semi-finals for North America Heat numero uno. Golden Boy, Monster D-Face here.
Monster D-Face.
For match number 4. It's really been a crazy day of Fortnite here with our first 3 games. What a roller coaster in this cable. I'm gonna choke this cable.
Definitely a roller coaster, man.
A roller coaster of emotion. Well, let's take a look at the standings so far. Where are we currently? As it stands, Nice, with that Infinity Blade performance,
That's
found
right.
himself in first place.
Taking them all the way up to the top, showcasing what a mythic, rarey weapon.
Qué bueno jugando. No, ahora no es bueno jugando.
Definitely one crazy performance if we've
Subió
ever seen one.
37 posiciones Nice.
Zexro, again, showcasing why he deserves
37 posiciones Nice.
If you are anyone in this lobby, you kind of have to think about how Polar Peak is
a place to be.
A place to be.
Yeah.
You don't want to allow someone to be able to get that uncontested. I think that's what Sundown had said earlier. If you're going to drop over there and you're not contesting for that Infinity Blade, why? You know, why even bother?
Probably shouldn't be there. Nice has really dominated that early game with the the Infinity Blade. And a lot of people putting up good performances though, like showing that you don't necessarily need it either to take a victory too. So
yeah, exactly. And Zexro got the victory Royale at the end. And his first one, and I think we all kind of expected him to perform at the level that he's performing thus far. Match 1 and 2 a little bumpy for him, but at the very
Hola,
least,
gente, amigo.
tip his hat to the fact that he was able to get that victory Royale. He's in that discussion.
Número 14. Qué crack. No sé dónde conocen. Man, se van a reescuchar los autos. ¿Se escuchan mucho los autos? Estoy muriendo de calor. Terrible carita. Che, me acuerdo cuando miraba Auronplay. No ver un video de él hace un año. ¿Va a ver esto? Sí, pollo.
After 7 eliminations, you get an additional point for each elimination after the fact. So
¿Te gusta ver videos de comida? Me encanta ver videos de comida.
then after that, what 8 becomes 4 and 9 and in math and then numbers are hard. So there you go as far as eliminations are concerned, but then you also have
Hola, Nico, amigo.
replacements.
Right, and you know, don't shy away from placement. Placement are going to get yourself some good points. So top 10 will get you 1 point if you can squeeze your way to second and third.
Reacciona a mi tío pedófilo.
So Zexro pulling that last game, that's 3 points. Not to mention he was on 3 HP.
Es returbio esto lo que estoy viendo. Tipo, tengo que reaccionar a la skin y estoy viendo video de comida. Y los pollardos. A mí sí, man, me re gusta. Es claro. ¿Pero viste a ese que come banda en poco tiempo? A Stick, boludo. Stick es un clave, lo veo desde que es re chico. ¿Así es ese o decís a Matt Groening? Matt Stoney. Matt Stoney creo que es. El norteamericano. Me agarra hambre viendo esto, pero bueno, ya re fue. ¿Ver esto? Qué rico un huevo, guacho, ahí todo salteadito. Voy a mostrarlo comelo, guacho. Mira cómo transpiran esos pollos. Jordi, ¿vas a hacer stream de Fortnite? Sí, probablemente más a la noche, amigo. Sí, también, pero hay otro, sí, ese. Sí que es alto capo, chaval. Sí, ¿qué es eso? A ver, ¿ya empezó la partida? No, Nis. Manquen, momento tenso. No. Sexro le baila a Nis. No. No, pobre Nis. Se fue a baitear 3. A ver, ahora quiero tener a ver esto. Ah, Sexro quiere hacer la de la espada ahora, como lo vio a Nis. Míralo. ¿Cómo la cagó Sexro? Increíble. ¿Quién es Nis? Es el Flow Nis, el que me había muerto, que en la partida anterior se hizo como 11 kills con la espada. Ya me está pendiente a los subs. Ah, boludo. O sea, le gusta ver, está resubiendo, boludo. Está perfecto. Ahora párale, no sabe qué hacer. Sí, lo sé, Bruno, amigo. Estoy jodiendo. ¿Por qué la te rompe? Ahí está Aidan. Sí, Aidan. Está Owen. No, nadie la sabe usar como él. No, Aidan. Se están bailando todos ahora, boludo. No, Vivid. ¿Por qué se bailan todos ahora, boludo? What the fuck. Sí, boludo, Bruno, como en 5 días, 6 días subió 3000 subs. Ah, 2000 subs. Se bailan todos, guacho. What the fuck.
Everyone in Heat 2 is probably looking at this and they're like, oh boy, we're in for one heck of a ride.
Probably looking to change up the game plan here, that's for sure. Alright, so Blue Tea getting a little bit of farm on here. There is a player in a Stormring kind of cruising on by, but he doesn't care at all about that.
¿Qué le pasó al dictador, Bruno? What? ¿Qué dictador?
Or get high up and comfortable.
Uzi versus Jacoby. Jacoby's going to be very low on HP, and Jacoby is out of here.
Yeah, there's no way he was going to win that battle. Uzi just coming right on from the top down. Doesn't even make an edit to, reveal that he was there. He just makes it.
Está cagón.
Jay Saturn, nice edit there. He's going to jump right into the action. Doesn't have a trap.
La cagó mal. Editó muy mal.
Aspire wins the trade there with a lot of comfortability. Over 100 HP in the pool, 50 plus for the Elim. Then, of course, he gets resources as well. Oh, so Som's being pressured by Snood here. Som does have the Infinity Blade. Snood knows he cannot step into this player.
Me muero si mata a alguien de un tiro mientras bala. Eso hay que ser tarado.
Som can break this entire build down right now.
El del Discord. Ah, sí, ese lo conozco en la vida real. Bruno Geno. Es ex compañero del colegio de mi hermana. Ya egresaron.
It's so profound. It's that that kind of glowing sound. You know something's not right.
Yep. Oh, and it's Loon overhead, and Lunez is really showing that he's a dominator in this field as well. Last game he had some pretty dope engagements and won some battles. He's got a heavy AR. That's heavy
Loon is out in the open.
Damage.
If Som wanted to move on
to
Som's on 3 Elims.
Joe Symphony.
Pick one up on the way. He's already got himself a point.
Probably.
Hey, Loon says, "Hey, that's the Infinity Blade. Yeah, I'm out of here, brother."
I don't like the sound of that. That sounds like a thing that I don't like.
Snood. Love Snood.
I respect that. When in doubt, run away. It's okay.
I can't believe he's contesting this right now. Oh, and there it is, the dive in from Som. Som now breaking everything here.
Llegó con la espada.
Looking to make him burn his materials. And remember, the longer Snood waits, the more Som
Cagón.
feels. Okay, Som recognizing that, hey, maybe this guy's pretty good. Let's back up here.
Yeah, I think
Cagón, no sos como ni se le plantó a todos, guacho.
Kind of wild that Som with 400 HP
¿Dónde tiene mi hermana? Mi hermana tiene 5. No, Mitro cae con 2 de vida, boludo.
Double Stormwing bully right there. And here's Ronaldo looking to bring down this build here. Is there someone up top? No, it's free up the Stormwing.
Yeah, he wants to take to the skies once again.
So Ronaldo's now one elimination.
Douchebag.
Maxed out on brick as well as metal.
This is so far setting up to be a zone.
¿Cómo abusan de los aviones, boludo?
Working their way towards the middle of the map so far. Of all the, storm circles we've seen so far, this one's the fairest, bringing everyone dead center so far.
Yeah. Some activity in Wailing Woods. You got some players that are just going to be.
Tiger says boo.
I just can't believe the amount of people that depend on using the Stormwing now to hold that high ground. Tiger says no, not today. He's going to hurt every single vehicle that comes by his way. He's got a really nice loadout, man. He's set up for endgame here.
Yeah.
Dudoso.
He had a couple slurps. He had.
Esa se clasificó en Europa, sí. Son alemanes esos, boludo. O por ahí.
So much shields to work with, as well as the escape utility if he needs to. Does get tagged up though. That's going to be the elimination on Yohani. It's going to bring his shields back up. And
Nolan Lul.
So because of that, not able to take full advantage of it, but will top himself off with a decent amount of potions that he has on his person.
Yeah, that's right. Pops that quick big pot. Nolan now in the river rotation. Really terrible spot to be rotating from. And here's that map zone we talked about. Pretty much center. This is fair and square for most players. Yeah. No one is really on the eastern side of the map except for that one lonely guy over by retail. So he's not going to get contested at all. He's going to have some time to material gather. It looks like there's shots being flying.
Douchebag.
By Loot Lake and whatnot.
Yeah, there's just a lot of activity by Loot Lake. That's where it's all going to come down to. You have some players that are lingering on the outside.
Man, Lazy Links is heavily congested as well. I saw about 4 or 5 players just sitting there.
I've seen a lot of players start to really make Lazy Links there.
Rip llama en Alameda, ¿qué? ¿Qué es Alameda, boludo? Wailing Woods, ¿no?
Of the plane, and then put down the damage with his assault rifle.
Right.
Nice play there from Landjock.
Landjock showcasing that he's had enough time with the Stormwing to be comfortable with it.
It's been cool to see players also use the Stormwing and
Storm painful.
Just fly straight up, heal up if they need to. That's been cool.
That's the thing about the Stormwing, man. You have a lot of plays to make with it. It gives you a lot of variety as far as your options go. And here's Crypto under pressure, replacing those panels above him. Don't want your enemy having control of that. That'll work against you. FH to God looking to put more pressure here. He already picked up one Elim on a player that was nearby. Bizu finding himself an Elim in the feed. Nom finding himself an Elim in the feed.
Stormwing shots from above. You saw yeah, there it is again.
Oh, Crypto now raining down fire from this high ground as well.
Playing right toward that edge of the circle there. When the storm converges in, he just has to move just a tad and he'll be okay.
Yeah, he's looking to push players out. He doesn't want to give anyone a free, easy rotation right through this valley here. He's forcing players to use builds and or go over him.
And that's kind of the same plan that FH to God is doing here as well, right?
That's right.
Just pick off players on the rotation if they're trying to get a little ambitious.
Here's Aspire. Dusty Divot now looking to go center map just a little bit more. He's got to get to the zone here. Aspire so far having a good game. He's won some fair engagements and trades here. He's got to be feeling confident.
And a good loadout too.
Y ahora que me acuerdo qué le pasó a Fox. No sé quién es, no sé quién es ese. No sé, no conozco a nadie del Discord, boludo.
Believe Psalm still has that Infinity Blade.
Yeah. Man,
hasn't quite had the Nice performance yet,
Yo creo que termina esta partida y corto. Ya está medio muriendo el directo y no le estamos prestando atención a las partidas. O sea, me encanta ver los finales, boludo. Pero ya cambiamos tanto de feed, suicide y todo eso. Y después vimos no sé qué pides. Aunque vacilamos mucho en el directo.
Perfectly fine, but he was able to just easily maneuver around the map because of the Stormwing.
Yeah.
So he had the perfect mixture.
Se murió, rip stream.
That's for sure. Crypto looking to catch a Little cheeky shot here. Misses the edit opportunity though. So a little opportunity lost there. Same player though. It's been holding players out to the storm. So Loon kind of.
¿Hacemos algún sub?
Should be alright.
Crypto's pushing forward now, trying to get a little bit more territory there.
Poach, probably one of my favorite players to watch in Fortnite.
Poach is a beast, man.
Yeah, he's so good.
Haven't seen much of him today though. Probably just haven't.
Antes de que siga el próximo punto. Quiero tener de ver esto. A ver los pollitos. Qué asco eso. Feo. No vuelvo a aburrir a verlo solo. Igual amigo, ya termina. Esta es la del juego 4. Quedan 2 nomás. La partida número 4. Están los pollos. Toda la sangre. Arre. ¿De dónde soy? De Mar del Plata. Hola Axel, amigo. ¿Todo bien? Sí, es re raro, viste, entras y estás viendo eso. Pero queríamos ver a ver qué onda esto. Bueno, más o menos. Estamos. No me gustan los aderezos, amigo, ningún aderezo. Sí, pollo, qué rico, pero no los aderezos. El otro día pensé que había entrado otro directo. Pato te da más views. Sí. Cae eso, pete. Ya está, Fisu, ya está. Lo saqué.
And very surprised with that. Look at that. You just get yourself.
Yeah, Fomer hit 41 points in the qualifier. So you know he's got the potential to really take it all here. It's just I don't know, man. Maybe he's saving his really crazy plays for final day, but is he gonna make it a final day?
I haven't seen him popped up at all. He has 3 eliminations total.
You know why? He's got to grab the Infinity Blade.
No, he's got to grab a Stormwing.
You want to rank? Yeah, you know, get yourself some mobility, brother.
¿Cuántas partidas son en total y cuántas me entrenó? Esta es la cuarta. Lo dice ahí arriba a la izquierda. Hit 1, match 4. Y son 6.
There is in Fortnite, and one of the reasons why I do enjoy covering this game is I'll get to that in a second because Poach just.
Uy, cómo te cabió, amigo. La rehizo Poach. ¿Viste?
Good amount of HP.
That's right.
That's gonna be
Diggy. Back. Oh, unfortunately, it is Diggy.
A Teo le encanta el que yo. Fisu, ¿cuándo me llegaste a la restricción de portador ayer? Fisu ya está de ruta. Ey, Fisu, boludo. Habla por mi chat, Fisu. Porfa.
He's probably going to make a push for those mats there. Poach is going to go for it because he needs the medium ammo. So, yep, looking to kind of get those spoils there. Clarity doesn't want to make it happen.
He saw him for a brief moment.
Viva Poach.
Brick was building. And let's take a look at a replay. This was Clarity's perspective.
Creo que ya fue el de Mastiar. Escuchame, Fisu. ¿Me puedes dar mod en tu canal a recargar concha de tu madre? Porque ahora que tenés muchos espectadores, te hablo y no me respondés. Me molesta. Antes me chupaba huevos ser moderador, boludo. No es que vaya a funcionar como moderador. Pero hablo y no me respondés y me estresa. Porque tenés 300 espectadores, boludo. 200. Por lo menos si tengo la herramientita y salgo en azul, me lees, boludo. Esa de PS4, ¿no? Sí. ¿Cómo es el alemán? Sí, son todos los de Go son por ahí alemanes, nórdicos, no sé de dónde son, boludo. Sam se quiere copiar del pibe este y no le va a salir, de Nurse y no le va a salir. Amigo, el de Europa va a estar muy bueno con ese camo. Ya pasaron los de Europa, amigo. Fueron hace como un mes. Más o menos. 3 semanas por ahí.
So many builds here. If anyone makes a move towards Psalm, they're gonna really.
And remember, you're gonna hear it too. You're gonna hear the audio.
There it is. Psalm looking to break some builds here. He's trying to flush him out. Is Fulmer gone? I don't think so, but he's definitely not moving. He's not trying to make a sound here. He does not want to catch the attention of Psalm. He's holding still.
It's like a horror game at this point.
Yeah. Look. He's just.
Yo le digo que te persona no la probé a mí, amigo. No la probé a Axel. La estoy viendo así, la vi en juego, pero no, hoy no jugué todo el día. El Mitro en Europa, sí, Mitro es de Europa, ganó una, o sea, ganó, clasificó en Europa y clasificó en Norteamérica. Es un nazi. Esa en una partida. ¿Se puede construir con espada? Sí. Sí, se puede. La van a nerfear, obviamente, está muy OP.
Cross-tracking here, taking builds with them just because he can. Just because he can, dude. And no one's gonna peek him, right? No one's gonna peek him. It's just look at this.
Mira el material que hace gastar. La espada hace gastar un material.
You like your metal here? You got some more brick? Oh, that's cute.
It's crazy because he's creating more problems for the other guys around him, right? Like he's forcing these other dudes to change elevation and battle each other, basically.
No, probé la espada. Esta no es versión espada, sí, boludo. Yo creo que está más fuerte la espada que Thanos, porque con la espada te puedes construir, boludo. Pero no tenés la misma vida. Igual tenés mucha vida, tenés 400 de vida, te puedes construir. Te puedes ir a la mierda. Igual Thanos también, pero no tan fuerte para mí.
Good to see Uzi still cooking in this game as well, folks. I mean, he's been at this for such a long time. He's kind of known for playing with Excels, but I think he wants to shine in the solos.
Gotta get your name up there.
And here's a replay from Poach, who finds a player exposed and just goes right for him.
Poach, savage, taking the quick opportunity of that player leaving a pre-structured open.
Oh yeah, Poach.
Psalm now with 4 eliminations. He probably found himself another one on the way here. He's going to be diving into all these battles.
Landshock just took out
Poach
in the feed.
He's just breaking it up, though. He's not even really fighting players. Oh, this player's going to get it.
Oh, poor
thing.
Oh, that was Predator. No, you're not the Predator, bud. He is. Psalm is the Predator. Another one's going to be right in front of him. Some defense coming through here, but what are you going to be able to do when you're just cutting through the structures and Uzi falls to the Infinity Blade?
There it is. See, he's looking to break the structures that are connecting these high ground players so he can pick up more elims, too, from the fall damage.
Otra más.
He's going to be trapped inside of the storm, though.
Doesn't matter. He can jump anywhere he needs to be right now.
That's another elimination. He's on a killing spree. Oh, my word. He has picked up 8 eliminations, 10 eliminations. It doesn't matter anymore. This is Psalm's world, and we're just merely living in it.
Oh, the guy fell.
That's number 11.
Falling.
Because he's creating so much carnage. He's creating so much carnage.
¿Qué?
He got another one, Bizzle. The Infinity Blade is too good. It's so powerful.
He is jumping on every single player here, connecting. Does he need to build?
No. 12 kills. ¿Qué?
Psalm gets taken out only when
¿Qué?
6 players decide to fire at him.
¿Qué? Qué buen juego. No, no se puede ser. Tenía 3 kills, boludo, antes de esa zona. Subió a 12. Se hizo una quad feed, boludo. Ah, le dejó encerrar 3.
Lanchon looking to hold him out there for a second, but he's got to make a play here. You need this Elim.
He needs the elimination so he can get the 50 HP. Player's going to be right below him.
He doesn't hear him. Lucky him. If that player had a hand cannon, he could have brought him down. He's just trying to get ahead of the storm.
He's not going to be able to pop off with that.
No way.
He's not going to be able to top off with the potion.
Oh, and it's Ghoul pressuring him. Ghoul's a beast. Oh, Landjock doesn't care. Wins the engagement.
What the fuck, bro?
Connects. Here it is. Now one Elim shy of getting another point.
We've had so many players go into that 7-point territory, 7 elimination territory, I should say.
Trading out 10 HP from the Storm to get the shield off is the way to go there.
4 players remain. Chenzo, Landjock, Prodigy Aces, and Kyle. Landjock's going to be low, finds a player in front of him, and Chenzo won't be long for the lobby as he's sent right back into it. Landjock, he's kind of surfing low. He's staying low, waiting for anyone.
Opportunity. Here we go. 1v1. Grapple play to the top.
Last player's going to be right below. Landjock dives on him, and Landjock is going to
Jeje, para el ángel, boludo. Qué bien que le hizo. 8 kills. Después en un evento nada más, no en pública. Sí, tienes un evento. Axel, no le puedes disparar, boludo. Te tenés que estar moviendo hacia la zona y te va con la katana, boludo. Es imposible, boludo. Pancho Man.
But you're actually a creature
Yo me encargo de la bala, la escopeta y la escopeta.
Very well done there from Landjock. He had nothing to work with. That one elimination
boludo.
was able to get onto Bizzle.
Bizzle was the game changer. Yeah, that was the catalyst to success at the end there, going from 11 HP to 6.
Ahora mientras arranca la otra partida.
Well, let's look at the final moments.
Vale, finalmente para llevarse por delante al último rival que creo que era.
Mirá, compará esto, cómo se ve los otros y estos. Ese coso chico. O sea, está piola, pero no se compara. Simplemente construían cuando eso es lo peor que pasa, ya que no te sirve nada. Pero las pases. Sí. Pero igual. ¿Cómo murió ahí? No.
Look at him, look how little HP he had. Gets the elimination onto Bizzle, and then from there was able to find another player who just happened to pop up right next to him. That was Chenzo.
Chenzo just didn't see him lurking in the shadows there, and that was what really put him in an HP bracket.
Jordi, ¿cuándo salió Scream vos y Fisu? No sé, cuando Fisu quiera, boludo. Hoy me agarraron ganas de volver a jugar Scream con Fisu. De dúo. Jugábamos ricas a Screams. No sé, cuando él quiera.
Landjock was flying from above. And that secured him a victory royale.
110 to the body, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's one that when it connects, you're like,
yeah, it feels good. That legendary pump shot
feels so nice. What a game this has been. What a day this has been. Well, let's look at the standings and see who has been able to move up a couple places here. And
Sam se puso uno, Nis.
32 places
Sam primero. Con 13 puntos, Sam. What the fuck? What the fuck? Courage comenta. No sé. No lo sigo, Courage. Forest. Solo Squad está jugando Tantis KD. Podemos ver a Tantis KD. A ver. No, Watch no está jugando. Solo Squad.
And Persecute, who we didn't really get to give a lot of love to. Plus 47, another massive jump there. So a lot of these players coming alive at the tail end of Heat 1. The time where you need to do so. One more game remains.
Uzi moves up 50 ranks in placing.
Yeah.
So you got to get these points, guys. You want to hit that top 50 so you can make it to tomorrow.
Who's in the bubble? Man, I want to know who's in the bubble.
Fortunately, players like ZT just
Son y su espada, duro.
That's dangerous. Dangerous. Exer as well. Takada jumped up 50. So plus 50, not bad at all. But that was match 4. We're getting ready for match 5 in just a little bit. The Infinity Blade once again being a factor. Psalm not able to get the victory royale with it. So no victory royales with the Infinity Blade.
You gotta give kudos to Nis, kind of showing like, hey, listen, you got this in the end game. Look what can be done. Psalm's like, yeah, you know what? And even you saw Zextra early on. They all contested for it. They fought for it. He made it all the way to the end with it.
It was a lot. There was a lot of distraction that was provided there from the Infinity Blade, and wow, just what a conclusion to match 4.
Primero usas clavo, no boludo, tengo que aprender a jugar clavo. La paja, pero sería clave.
Speak with Bizzle from Ghost Gaming to get his thoughts on this upcoming Winter Royale semifinals. Let's check it out.
name's Tim Miller. People know me as Ghost Bizzle.
Ghost Bizzle.
And I've been playing Fortnite since Season 3.
Desde la temporada 3, de hace re poco juega, boludo. Juega hace mucho menos que yo.
Did you take Cody for a walk?
Yeah. My family calls me Bizzle now. My friends will call me Bizzle. It's weird adjusting to, but I don't mind it. I've always had a competitive nature to myself. Playing soccer through high school, I played badminton too. I think that's what drives me to always try to be the best I can.
Creí que les puede hacer un poco.
I've been playing video games my whole life.
Entonces,
I've never had the experience I've had with
está
Fortnite.
que está ahí, nada que ver.
The moment that probably made it insane for me. I had like a sick squad wipe. It was like 1v4. It was a really satisfying moment, and I fell in love with it.
Oh, I'm bummed, boy. I am so sorry. You just got wrecked.
If Fortnite wasn't on my radar, I would probably still be studying for my cybersecurity major.
Mira ese pan, mira ese setup.
Full-time Fortnite, and it's what I'm committed to do. My practice routine: waking up around 2 or 3, doing aim practice, trying to warm up my hand, then jumping right in the playground, getting all the builds set, and then scrimming for 6 to 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. It adds up pretty fast.
Oh!
But if you want to be the best, you have to put your time in.
Bizzle, Bizzle, Bizzle with the victory.
One cool thing with my practice routine is I'm ending my day right as my dad is starting his day. I always say good morning and he always say good night to me. I've been overwhelmed by my family's support. My mom and dad, obviously, probably my biggest supporters out there.
Unbelievable performance from Ghost Bizzle.
Coming out of PAX West with over $200,000 earned was pretty crazy. My whole family sent me videos of them screaming.
Claro, que te apoyen así, guacho.
It's always cool to see those videos. Going into the Season 7 release, I have a lot of learning to do. There are a lot of new items in the game. Obviously aircrafts and abilities you can use that no one's seen in any competitive game. That's what I love about Fortnite.
Pensar que juega desde la temporada esa, la del carburo, juega desde esa temporada.
The uniqueness of Fortnite is why I play.
Always good to hear from a fellow New Yorker there. And this guy, he's had such a journey in competitive Fortnite to this point, and so far has been doing all right. I think what's been so
Ahí está, bueno, vamos a ver dónde hasta que arranque la partida. Me miro esta y ahora sí corto. O sea, me miro la quinta partida y corto. Amigo, llegó a agarrar ese, llego a agarrar ese y le vamos por sí. Tus ganas, Axel, amigo. Atlantis KB es un jugador de Atlantis de consola. Juega muy cheto el flaco. What the heck? Qué asco. Me llama el tipo Atlantis KB. Atlantis bajo KB. Juan muy cheto. Ahí bueno. No tenía idea. Juan muy cheto. No tiene que tener un puto de nada, no sé, bro. Otra vez mató a Nis. Es del Reino Unido, me parece. Sí, me parece que es inglés. ¿Las jugadas importan? ¿En qué cosas importan? ¿Qué es eso input block? No sé, le agarra un montón. A Frame, a... Ah, Sei también está jugando. Frame, Set, este chavo, no sé qué es eso. No puta idea. Ah, no, a mí no me sale. Hacer.
Craig trying to hold out Tig from it, but Tig has a legendary RPG. He's going in all the way for it to double grapple play. Because Yink only has one weapon.
Ambitious, but Yink is gonna be eliminated, and that was gonna come from was that
that grapple play gets right up in his face.
Vos como tan rápido con el círculo.
Som getting his loadout. He's probably the most kitted here as far as like full complete loadouts go.
And
yeah,
another thing
making
too.
The final push for this. He probably should have committed there. He had all that metal.
And I also like that he grabbed all
the
weapons he could possibly find, because if he, let's say, runs out of ammo of one, or the clip runs out on that round, he can then just switch to another weapon, so that this way he can continue to put pressure and not allow any player to be able to pick that up. That was white damage as well, so Som knows that a player is going to be hurting down low.
Yeah, if Tig can't grab the Infinity Blade, it's probably going to be over for him. And it looks like Scented and Psalm just have this agreement, like, there's no way we're going to let you get to that.
Por eso todos los jugadores pros anclados con Aiden y Noisy son ejemplos, sí.
Can't let him heal up, or he's going to have an opportunity.
And Psalm looked like he was actually diving into that fight there.
Look at Ninja.
And he gets the elimination onto Tig.
He does get Tig. Speaking about kill feed there, Aiden catches a little win, but now it's Ninja whose pressure is on him. He's going to get tagged through the turbo build there. Tries to make the quick edit. Very nicely done there.
That was white damage. That was white damage.
What a connection.
Well,
Ninja.
Crypto.
Bye-bye, Crypto. And I think it was because Crypto got a little bit distracted from behind him, and Ninja just took that small opportunity. Makes it happen. Here's the replay from Aiden. Clean one pump on Assault.
Un paso y se comió.
No problem.
No se mueve, es re complicado tenerse el clavo, sí. Es re complicado, es cuestión de practicar. No dice ahora usa el cuff, antes no se fue usado clavo.
I watched Aiden's stream when he was doing his qualifications.
Elon Musk, Bebo, TB, re largo el nombre.
As a controller player, it just, like, I can't.
The word is impressive.
Impressive
with the sticks.
Godlike, even.
Yeah, he's really good.
Twitch T-Rolls.
Kind of control.
Ninja le llega a encajar un headshot a este y lo deletea. Un poco un AK o algo así, se piquea mucho.
Firm control, firm demand.
First balloon we've seen.
Yes. Yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked about that, because the
balloons are great right now.
They give you a lot. It's like a...
Ya la tiene. Son...
like jetpack almost, right? You can kind of pop the balloon and it'll keep you from taking some fall damage.
Looks like Psalm has let loose with the Infinity Blade. He is free. Roaming the map right now, just letting his HP build over time.
I wonder what happened to Centered then, because he was the other player contending.
Eso que hace poco le robaron, sí, boludo, le robaron todo.
Well, because he only had one elimination, and that was on Tig.
Yeah, Psalm picked up Tig, and then just kind of probably just had free reign over the.
And he did in fact disengage.
Yeah, center can't. You don't want to take on.
You lose it, just run away, man.
You already seen what happens in a 1v1 versus that thing. So yeah, Psalm. Psalm's probably really happy right now.
And getting it again.
Yeah, getting it. It's back to back.
Oh, the nades.
Pretty happy.
The nades starting to come in hot there.
Sí, Ninja. Le pegó a uno y al otro lo mató. Ninja, pues ya sos un cagón. Ninja, sos un cagón, le pegaste. Sí, Bizzle.
And Bizzle, we saw from him earlier, and what this event means to him, the preparation that he puts into it.
Yeah,
that's going to give him his first elimination.
Known for holding down the divot. If you come here, you're going to come across this Titan right here. This was really good. And there it is, hand cannon pressure over top, so he knows he's got a counter pressure, and that's exactly what he's doing with no fear.
Oh, look at that.
Lo robaron.
Dropped out a chug jug.
That was a chug jug, but it's Ipon who I think secures that one, unfortunately. Now Bizzle's left probably needs to load up his weapons. That's why he's going for the super hard build.
Yo creo que ya acordás, amigo. Termina esta partida de corto, sí.
But yes, he is very hurt.
Gonna need to use those minis.
So opting in to use the minis first because you can get that quick heal off in case things get like really sticky for you. Now he's gonna try and pull off the hard to pull chug jug, which is 15 full seconds. So Ipon.
If he gets this off,
he's got to be at the tail end. It's probably gonna complete any second now.
Ipon disengages.
Yeah, lucky Bizzle, man, just squeaks out of there. But because he lands his shot, he puts the counter pressure up on Ipon. There it is. Bizzle's back in the game, like he never left.
Didn't get the elimination, but got the chug jug.
Yep, and there's Ninja sitting at max shield and HP now because he did manage to get some elims here. T-Rose is not in a good spot to be battling right here.
And Jacob actually throwing shots down by Ninja's direction, so Ninja doesn't want to really expose himself there.
I like what Ninja's doing here, opting in to come down to the natural cover here, so that way, you know, that third party isn't skeptical getting shot up there anymore. And some good nades here. If he doubles up on the nades, they can fall through. So he's dictating the pressure and which way this player has to move in.
Oh no, it went in the door.
Nice ramp play there.
No, es un tarado, Ninja. Es un tarado.
I hate to see that one, folks.
There it is. He knows. He heard the pop happen there, but he doesn't track Ninja very well. Ninja misses a shot.
Oh, Ninja went through. He went through.
Oh, gosh. Quick edits here. Instead of going for the edit, he decides to break his ramp.
Can't lose this. Can't lose this wall. This is it. The last match here. Ninja, if he gets this elimination, will get a point.
He has so many materials. You just got to use them, man. There it is.
Boludo. Es un tarado. ¿Cómo no vio su propia granada?
T-Rose is hungry.
Oh, he's going to get beaten. Probably by a heavy AR.
No, Jacob got him from the distance there, and he'll gladly take the loot, but won't get the elimination that gives him a point.
Yeah, Jacob doesn't even come down from there. He's just like looking in and finds out.
A Bizzle ya le chorearon. ¿Quién me parece?
Weird situation.
Ziff took out Myth, excuse me, off screen, but on board with Bizzle. Player right below him. That's going to be Ipon in that fight again.
It looks like we have .ps just on the outskirts here, looking at all this that's going on as well.
Wonder when he's going to opt to try and third-party this fight.
Yeah, Bizzle doesn't want to give up the grounds. You know, just trying to hold high ground here. He has plenty of time on the storm, so no pressure yet.
We're also looking at a potential retail row finale. Given how the circle is played out. Got some good terrain over there.
Yeah, so it looks like Tig was eliminated, who had...
Nos salvaron, sí, sí, sí. No me mates a Bizzle.
Get beamed down by Pawn again. Pawn just playing a smart, patient game here. I think this time around he knows he's got Bizzle's back against the wall, so he's going to go all the way full force here.
He's waiting so he can get the shields off. And he does so.
I mean, this is it. This is out of heals now.
He controls the wall, but he doesn't have the angle.
He's trying to get a little taunt to see if he can bait him in. I like what Pawn does here. He takes a little bit of high ground, but Bizzle's smart enough to switch over to the roof there. And there it is. He's trying to counter pressure multiple walls here, and that's actually a nice strategy there.
Oh, that was a nice edit out of there. He knew that the player was so preoccupied with hacking away at the roof that he could get him exposed. So he edited out so quickly and got the angle and chunked him for a decent amount of damage. Now it's going to be advantage for Bizzle. Ipon.
Oh, nice trap play. Oh, he double.
beautifully executed.
Ow.
Ambitious, and he hits him with the shimmy as well as the elimination.
I love how Bizu recognized there was a problem. What happened was
What the heck? A ver a mid.
at the wall that you can actually hit the roof panels there. Here's the myth depth.
Ah, esa es una pija mid.
Out there from this perspective. Here's Ziff's perspective now. Hand cannon just beast getting in those builds.
And look at that. He timed that hand cannon in such a way that he destroyed the wall instantly
and then
right
pushed
in by
in.
Surprise, so even if he was able to throw down the wall, I don't think
Es increíble, he visto todo lo de Ghost, Juan zarpado.
Wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, here's Bizzle, showcasing why he's one of the greats.
That was a beautiful fight, too, from both of them, from Ipon and from Bizzle, because it had everything.
Ipon had the advantage.
But then Bizzle had the advantage.
We seen last time from Ghost Camo, who, when his back's against the wall...
¿Cómo Bizzle va a tener la ventaja, boludo? Si el otro lo agarró por la espalda y le dejó 58 de vida. No tiene sentido lo que está diciendo, que tenía ventaja Bizzle.
You know that Bizzle's gonna come down here.
Yeah.
You know that he's gonna live in the divot.
He knew what he was coming for. And here's Ninja going in with the hunting rifle shot there.
He just needs one more.
Connect. Ninja also having balloons in the inventory. Now opting to kind of peek around here, using the cone to just edit and look through. Nifty strategy there. Making edits to see through the wall here. He's just trying to get as much information as possible. Poach another one. Who just needs one elim to get a point here. Being held up by Painful. But I think they're safe. Probably not, though. It looks like everyone's kind of on a rotation path right now.
Pelea entre Vivid y Clarity.
Clarity's going to have the high ground presently, but Vivid looking to establish the high ground on his own, which he does so. Clarity disengaging, going low, and here comes the Stormwing from Wiggs, a console player looking to throw everything.
Es Aiden.
Wait a second. If he just went
Aiden.
shooting across, that means he has no HP. And here it is, a trap play. Barely dodges.
Oh, this is not good.
Oh, he's at the mercy of Vivid at the moment. Vivid is making quick edits.
16 HP left for Vivid. Vivid trying to stay alive here. He has a med kit. He's going to have the shield.
Nice trap. Is he going to get it?
That is it. Vivid is out of here.
Clarity so clean with the trap right there. Really pushing back Vivid. Realizing he made a big mistake. Vivid almost catches him, but not enough.
It's just the Wiggs Stormwing.
Yeah, Wiggs' like entire aircraft just like got shattered there, and
that was the worst possible third party for Vivid.
Definitely,
because it wasn't even like it didn't result in anything for Wiggs. It was just like, oh, let me come here and ruin your day. Bye.
Boom. And you know, although Vivid did have advantage, he had the high ground. He managed to keep it too on the counter pressure. So.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. All right, 72 hours now. He's still in the running, but he has no eliminations right now. He's, I believe, within the top 50.
What is he doing? Okay, so he's in a storm right here. He's going to try and get as much HP and then jump into the rift here, which is interesting to know, an infinite rift. So it's always here for all players. It's just one of those things that you can always kind of rely on, and that's why 72 hours like playing the Wailing Woods here.
¿Está Chifu o es de Europa? No, Chifu es de Estados Unidos, pero no está.
Oh, Bizzle took damage in Wiggs. Bizzle knows that he is going to be in pain. Because of that, he's going to apply the pressure. Wiggs is going to have to play as much defense as he possibly can here.
Wiggs losing HP and shield now, so Bizzle just gaining much more confidence to continue this push here.
A lot of intelligence, a lot of knowledge that Bizzle has.
Wiggs has got to try and trick him out and just keep moving. He can't stay stationary.
Oh, and Painful.
Storm Painful from the backside with one shot. Puts him right down. I'm interested to see if that was like a snipe or something like that.
Yeah.
That was from very far away.
The distance.
Far away, far away. Shoot me down. Re estúpido.
It was a heavy sniper. He's sitting super high in the build here. Wow.
52 quedan.
Clean shot. That must have been a tough shot right there.
Wiggs, our lone console player.
Sí, a Bizzle no le paran de tirar kills, boludo. Pobre Bizzle. Igual se clasifica al top 20, no hace falta ganar. El top 20. El top 20 ya se clasifica. Para las finales, estas son las semifinales. Top 20 de Europa y top 20 de Norteamérica se clasifican. Y van a los presenciales, me parece.
That's right, and
Igual, este es el día 1 de Norteamérica. Mañana es el día 2. Boludo, Kylo, no son boludos los flacos. Cuando saben que no tienen que pelear, no pelean. No son como los tarados de acá que quieren pelear en cualquier momento. Cuando saben que no es su pelea, no se meten, juegan safe. O sea que los pros saben hacer. De los pelotudos estos. ¿Hay Latinoamérica? No, no hay. Por ahora no hay de Latinoamérica. Dicen que va a haber. Dijo Beniat Miranda que va a haber. Pero no lo sé.
Probably what he's been looking for all game long. This is his game to make a name for himself. We are in Heat 1, Match 5. And the amount of Storm Wings every single game in the air has been crazy. I think it was only like game 2 was where everyone had enough of it, and ever since the Infinity Blade came out, and things just got really weird since then. Yeah,
that is the greatest breakdown of the Heat. This happened, and then everything just got weird.
It just got crazy, dude. Here it is, 72 hours, looking like he had a rough landing because he now has no shield and is being contested by like 4 players.
He can get an elimination though, and it'll give him some shields.
That's exactly what he's looking for here. Nicely done for 72 to recognize the snipe shot coming from his right-hand side and missed.
No sé, boludo, es el Battlefield fuerte.
Showing off his game sense here.
Poach, Bizzle, Innocence, 72 hours, a who's who of competitive Fortnite, all clashing against one another. Bizzle is going to be in a tough spot with not a lot of HP remaining. As 72 hours goes on the rotation, a player's going to be in that tower as well.
I mean, honestly, all of them are pretty much one pump slash one headshot to an AR slash body, and they're going down. So Bizzle, Poach, and 72
good wall there.
Let's see what's going to happen here. So Bizzle's got to make one for a really late rotation. 72 probably made the best move here going early, and he's probably going to get held out here. So let's see. There's going to be a lot of materials being burnt here. Storm damage is not what Bizzle wants to take, but
he's got a lot of weapons, a lot of toys to play around with here.
Yeah, that's 72 right there beaming in at Innocence. Bizzle manages to squeak his way.
Innocence is out of here.
And it's actually Monsir who gets the hit right there, so that does not go to 72. 72 still shieldless at this point.
Where is the game?
Bueno, ahí. Un saludo a Kylo, muchas gracias por pasarte por el directo.
Here comes the pressure. Oh, double explode. It's E11 Anthony. His loot now.
That's his Ford right there. He just went, destroyed everything, and rebuilt it. Bizzle. This is a tough spot for Bizzle.
Yeah, and Anthony just has a lot of control of the field right now. So he's probably going to drink the slurp juice for this rotation, pick up the shield, and keep it rolling. That's exactly what he does right there. Although he's at max HP, it's okay. He's just going to get out of here.
And this is Som with the Infinity Blade, number 2.
Som showing off
3.
His sword skills there.
But look at the shots. The shots, they know, okay, shoot this dude.
Doesn't matter,
take him out.
Weeks away, back into his little hiding hole where he's going to be able to heal up, take his time.
Mató a Ninja.
Bizzle going all or nothing
no
right
resources.
Now. Looks like he's going against E11 Anthony, who had 200. Yeah, that's over for that. Bye-bye, Bizzle.
Bizzle had no resources to be able to defend himself, to try and get into that. Even if he wanted to control that wall, he had nothing to throw down, only 5 wood. Now over to E11 Anthony.
Anthony representing for the E11 organization right here. So far, so good. Here's a highlight from Ninja.
Mirá cuántos aviones hay.
That's what I'm talking about. Ninja
10 aviones hay.
aircraft beam that he has the silent.
What the fuck, boludo.
Ninja who gets taken out by Snood here. For the second time, we saw him get clocked.
Production team's
Con la tica que lo mató a Ninja.
Production team is on one today, and here's Snood, the Ninja Destroyer here, chilling just above dive. PS, who has no HP as well, cannot flirt with the storm. We got 30 players alive here.
A lot of bodies left. Not a lot of room to work with. So you're going to start to see that feed come up, name after name after name.
I like what Snood's doing here. He's deciding to burn the metal early because he has a boatload of metal just kind of waiting here for him. Goshan with the ultimate high ground on the map right now, but for this rotation to make, looks like Som manages to get himself an Elim, and he's fighting for another one here. RPG missed there.
Gotta do it again.
Gets
He's gonna
himself
have
in the
155.
build.
That's another elimination. That's 4.
I guess the second time he's actually killed Heroines, by the way.
Heroines has been poor guy.
Mercy.
It's been rough. It's been rough. Mercy indeed. Mercy indeed. Lucky is going to be a victim of Snood. Snood now has 7 eliminations. He's looking to get another one. And keep in mind, folks.
He's on a big bonus right now. Exactly. Every single elimination is going to be worth a full point here. But he's got a grappler. He's
trying to move
going.
around.
He doesn't care about getting shot. He makes it to the next zone.
That was it. Mission accomplished.
Oh, man. This thing is barely held up here.
Yeah. By a prayer. That's it.
Man, so
Shoot me down.
The Infinity Blade, it takes time.
It takes a lot of time. It's one
Y no son los finales, guacho.
And you have 400 till you get to that max, right?
Dude, the super late rotation from E11 Anthony's going to cost him
Snood
so
gets
much
8.
HP. And that is an elim for Snood. That's a point on clarity.
Snood with 8 eliminations now. Every elim he gets after this will be an added point for this member of
Here's
Ghost.
Som. This is where he goes in for the final moments. He is breaking through builds. He's got another 25 right there. Whites.
Oh, wait.
Where'd that player go? There he is. Oh, the storm's going to take him. Here comes the rotation.
He's not going to have a lot of HP, though.
It's actually gain some HP.
It's manageable here. If you focus on Som, you can take him out. He's going to go back out to the storm again. He's still getting chunked with some damage. He's going to find another player right in front of him. 75,
he needs
75.
one more connect.
Oh, but he's going to get trapped outside.
Oh, he's going to bounce right out. Still on the hunt here. This player has nothing. That's one.
These guys are just trying to run away from the
Ya, como si volvió a poner lleno de vida en 2 segundos.
He is now tanking again. His HP pool bracket just getting healed up. Misses an opportunity there.
Because for every elim he gets,
back performances.
He's also going to get the benefit of the plus 50.
Creating absolute destruction down here. Here's the next player is going to get hit for 75. Eclipse is like, you know what? I got to move up.
I'm done.
This guy's insane.
I can't deal with this.
Dale.
He's just bouncing back and forth. These guys don't know how to react. There it is. High grounds to play. No, it's not. Not anymore. That gets broken as well. Start shooting.
Let's see if Eclipse can get this elimination. He's going to be trapped out, and he will go down to Sean.
Mitro gets taken out as well by Vix. Som just putting in work.
Oh, wow. And there's going to be 4 players left alive now as we go over to Som, who has the Infinity Blade.
Taking players right out the high ground with the dashes here. And it looks like he's getting targeted by multiple players.
No, no llegó a matar.
Who puts him down here?
3 players now, Famhood, Vix, and Scented, who Scented earlier on disengaged from that Infinity Blade battle.
Smart move. Famhood with 1 HP.
Qué OP está la espada, boludo.
Probably gets taken out by the storm here. Something happened. It's Famhood that
That's
gets...
a point.
There it is. He actually now just gets eliminated.
Now, if he gets a victory royale, that's 2 points, critical points he's going to need here, but the pressure's going to be coming from down low.
This is a big moment for Scented. He cannot choke. We've already seen players lose this high ground battle.
You can only imagine that he is just shaking in anticipation. So is Vix, who's low.
Vix has managed to connect. He's got more HP pool right here. That's only 18. He needs more than that. Going in for the dive. It's all or nothing.
Take so much damage from that one. 39 HP. He's going to establish a high ground yet again now.
He needs to use minis here. They're faster to pop. There it is. Okay, Op's going to take the mini now. He's got to make one quick edit.
Tenía que terminar primero el mini.
Right now. This is it. This is his moment. That's a shot.
No, y la acabo. A 6 de vida lo dejó, boludo. Ah. A 6 de vida lo dejó.
But, hey, he gets a point for that. Scented gets 1 point. I don't know how that's going to play for the rest of the pool of the 50 players, but still, that is nice. That is good.
And let's talk
Something
about
that he can hang his head for.
Som's 7 eliminations, turning up in the end game there, just shredding players, creating absolute chaos in the lowest level of the grounds there.
And not once, but twice. He did it in game 4. He did it again.
And he was almost overthrown a few times, so it wasn't like he had a
Qué OP que está esa wea, guacho.
Yeah, it was not easy for the Infinity Blade player Som, but he gets so much value out of it. Let's look at the final moments for that game, our last one of the heat, and just the carnage and so many players that were standing for the 7th, 8th, and 9th circle.
Yeah, you see it right there. Just
Mira la cantidad de gente que juega, boludo.
going on in all layers of the map here. Mitro barely pulling off the meg hit there. Just Som in the low ground, just destroying players, getting his HP back up. And people just didn't know what to do. They were just trying to build for their dear lives.
Yeah.
He was breaking down everything.
You see him just jumping up and down, up and down. Finally, Famhood, that was a rough one. He had no HP to work with there. And then it was Vix versus Scented. Scented disengaged from that Infinity Blade fight earlier in this one, and Vix goes right back around. He's looking for him. He's trying to find him, trying to apply the pressure. He saw where he was.
See, this should have been his moment to win right there when he catches that cheeky shot from the side. But he just kind of chokes out right here, not connecting, and it's Vix who lands a shot.
And it's because he was able to pop up. There were those platforms there, and he had that, I wouldn't say upper hand because he had the high ground, but he had the element of surprise as he jumped out from cover and then just caught Scented right in the face. But what a conclusion to that game. That was madness.
Bueno, miramos el posicionamiento y corto.
And the good news is we're going to take a breather. We're going to send it over to Sundown, who has some of his favorite plays from the half.
That's right, Golden Boy. I am beyond excited. Those last two games were absolutely incredible. And one person I want to talk about with is that Infinity Blade wielder Psalm you talked about. So the first three games we saw that the blade went completely uncontested. Nice had no issue getting over there. However, in game 4, this was not the case. Psalm made sure he was over there, made sure he was going to contest putting down shots. You are not allowed to pick up that weapon if he's nearby. You saw Zexor contesting. And in fact, here you see Psalm fighting against the Infinity Blade. So we talked about how hard it is early, but Psalm showed exactly how you fight against that slash. You stay just outside of the range. You're making sure you're putting down a high rate of fire.
Increíble, cómo empezó a matar.
And a big thing Psalm is doing here is just clearing out buildings. He's actively not targeting players here, but he's knocking them down from the high ground, being like, you have to come and play on my level. We are going to play this hack and slash game. I fought really hard for this weapon in the early game, and I'm going to utilize it in the late game. So what he's doing now is setting up for the rampage that he goes on later. And here it is. See how quickly he turns those 3 elims into what ends up being a 12 elim match. That was number 5 picking it up. And these are all players. Notice, not a single one of them is shooting back. The builds are not going to save you in this circumstance. Every single instance where we've seen an Infinity Blade user go down has been somebody else firing back against them, taking those fights. You have to be able to...
Mirá cómo mata, guacho.
And this is an incredible 30 seconds coming out from Psalm, going right up to the high ground and dropping down, catching all of these players with the late rotations, and this is just absolutely nuts. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right away. This is everyone on that near side of the circle, unable to get out of the bottom row, and this is what happens when he knocks them all down earlier. He was intentionally making sure that he went through and got those high ground buildings down so he had to fight on his level. However, not able to close out the victory Royale, both in match 4 and in match 5, showing that it's not a guarantee.
Jordi, reacciona al último video de Subo y todos dicen que está épico. A ver, lo miramos y me voy a la mierda. Sway. Vamos a verlo. Qué lindo hacer los 90 grados así, boludo, a lo mongrel. No tomar el high ground ese flaco.
Okay, I love cooking. No!
Era looper, amigo. Ah, re tilteado el otro. Qué tilteante de ser el otro, boludo. No le podés ganar, es imposible ganarle, boludo. En Playground a este es imposible ganarle. Capaz que en pública, bueno, lo dudo también. Pero en Playground, uff.
are you, bro? Oh, wait, where are you?
¿Qué carajo? What the fuck, sin perder daño, boludo. Mira cómo baja, what the fuck. ¿Cómo baja editando eso? ¿Con qué edita? Un triángulo edita.
I'm out the jammies. Yo, put your turtle giraffe self up, kid. I'm in there. I'm actually. Oh no! Give me! Give me! Stop it. Come on, kid. Come snatch the high ground, kid. Get good. You literally.
Mirá cómo agarra el high ground. ¿Qué, guacho? ¿Qué? Boludo. Esto vos lo ves y decís, este juego mejor que un flaco de PC.
So everyone at your school knows who you are. How many rotations do you fucking do?
6.
Do you actually?
Wait, hurry up. Hurry up. I'm actually gonna destroy you. Hop off. Hop off! Ooh! Legit. Woo! Okay, that happened. Let's just casually, weird flex, we come back up. Casually fall back to command. What? No!
Está loquito el flaco.
I can't, bro. I'm actually quitting Fortnite. Actually gonna play Minecraft and go get some Roblox.
No, está desquiciado. Está desquiciadísimo. Bueno, gente, muchas gracias por ver el directo. Les agradezco un montón. Nos vemos.